So, like I said, we're going to be continuing with where we left off here. Oh, wait, there we go. So we want to slow down time first thing foremost. There's a number of things we need to do, but not that many. There's a number of things we need to do, but only a few side things. So we're going to slow down time. There we go. Slowing it down, boss. All right, so we have 2 heart containers that are missing, as you can tell. And if we go to this menu right here, you can see we have 1 heart piece that remains for this heart, and then 4 heart pieces after that. So we have a total of 5 heart pieces that we need. And in order to achieve those heart pieces, we need to do, well, 5 things. The last 4 heart pieces are actually going to be inside the moon. So what we need to do is we'll need to play the, what's it called? The Oath to Order at the end of the 3rd day and go through the battle sequence and like go up to the moon and go through it's kind of like a series of minigame challenges. Not minigame challenges, more like obstacle courses themed around the 4 dungeons that we've already done. Each of those 4 challenges will have a heart piece. As well as at the end of all those challenges, if we do it right, the Fierce Deity Mask. And that, of course, will complete all the heart pieces. Whoops, wrong button. All the heart pieces as well as all the masks. However, the very last heart piece, and I'm actually going to get this one first, is going to be getting 5,000 rupees. So once we get 5,000 rupees in the bank, then we get the last heart piece there. And I'm slugging, yes, I'm slugging some beers, it's true. So this is some iced coffee, because it is 7:17 p.m. and I am not tired, but I like drinking caffeine whenever I'm like when I get to start a stream earlier than usual, especially on like weekends. And since I had today off, as well as yesterday, and of course I have tomorrow off too, it's like, oh man, I get to stay up late and be a degenerate and play a bunch of video games and be a weirdo, which I always enjoy doing. I enjoy all those things. So that is the plan, my friends. I would say there's a fairly distinct chance that beating this game won't take terribly long. And if that's the case, then I might continue maybe Secret World Legends later on tonight. Maybe we'll do some Noita. I haven't really made up my mind of what'll happen if we wrap this up early. One thing I do want to check before I get into this too deeply is that at one point I was looking the other day on heart pieces that I was missing, and there was some info. Oh wait, hold on. There was some info about the getting 5,000 rupees. Here we go. Wait, no, that's not it. That's not it. Which one is it? 5,000 rupees. Comma 000. There we go. So there was some info about getting 5,000 rupees that caught my eye, because we need like 1,800 more rupees, and that could be a bit of a grind to get all that. Like previously I was getting rupees by killing lots of the Dodongos in Termina Field, which is fine, but I think there are better ways to do it. And one thing that this website had indicated to me, it's the guide on Zelda Dungeon, by the way, for anybody wondering what I'm referring to. On Zelda Dungeon's wiki site, they have kind of a guide for each of the heart pieces. They're saying the best places to collect rupees late in the game are when you use either the Captain's Hat or the Gyros Mask to defeat Redeads in Ikana Castle. And because if you do it that way, you'll get like a crap ton of rupees in seconds, actually. So I guess that's what we'll do then. We'll just like go that way to get a crap ton of rupees. Hey, what's up, Void? Drinking coffee for the first time in forever? Yeah, I mean, I'm one of those weirdos where I like to drink coffee. I mean, I like coffee, but I don't like to drink coffee during the week or during, like, when I'm doing, like, work stuff. For me, coffee, just because I'm weird, I kind of, like, treat it as a treat or, like, an indulgence. So it's like, I try to, like, I feel like if I were to drink it during the week or, like, during work hours to, like, keep myself awake, then it's not fun anymore. Then it's like, oh, now I need it. Or now I'm like, I need it to be productive. Whereas, I don't know, I'm kind of weird. I like doing it. I like enjoying coffee in like a fun environment, you know, when I'm streaming or if I'm playing. Dude, what am I doing? Or if I'm playing video games. Man, I'm having a really hard time with the C stick here. Down, left, up, down, left, up. There we go. Man, I don't know. For some reason, every once in a while, the C stick really gives me troubles when it comes to doing the song inputs and the like. Seems like some days are worse than others. So it'll be in Ikana Castle. I guess that would be closer to the canyon, because the stone temple is something else entirely. Pure leaf green tea. Yeah. I mean, green tea is great too, obviously. I do like tea. I would say I very much prefer tea as like more of a general beverage. Coffee to me is like more specific. Like if I'm drinking coffee, I'm like wanting the caffeine hit. I'm wanting to like, you know, be hyped up and play a bunch of video games probably. Whereas tea for me is like more casual. It's a little bit more chill. Also, we're gonna need the light arrows to even get in here, I do believe. Actually, for that matter, I should have... Doesn't really matter which one I have equipped. I guess we'll go with the captain's hat. There we go. I've never looked better. And of course, it's a little bit silly. I say that I'm drinking coffee, but really it's just like one of those bottled, or in this case, canned coffee beverages that has lots of sugar and sweetened shenanigans, so... I mean, it is coffee. I mean, there's coffee in it, but it's a pretty loose definition, really. Unsweetened tea, yeah. Not too much of a... Yeah, exactly. Oh, and yeah, that's a good point, too. It depends on, like, the kind of work you're doing. Since I work a desk job, then yeah, like, it very much works well when I'm just, like, chilling, drinking my stuff. But yeah, if I was having to do physical, like, manual labor, then yeah, that'd be something else entirely. Liquid dessert, yeah, kinda. And that's the other thing, too. It's, like, it's very sugary. It's very unhealthy, so... Definitely couldn't drink that every day if I wanted. Now, let's do a little experiment. In Ocarina of Time, you could get more rupees by killing a bad guy with light arrows versus just smacking them with your sword. So let's do a little experiment, alright? So, this guy's gonna get a sword death. Bam. Bam. So, 20 rupees. Okay. And then this guy getting got with light arrows. Surprised I didn't one-shot him. Actually got less rupees. Alright, well, turns out I'm full of shit. Alright, so something tells me that there's no, like, pattern to this, because they were just like, whatever, they just kind of folded instantly, but didn't seem to be like that there was any more or less rupees either way. 50 grams, yeah, exactly. Yeah, the sugar for sure will be involved with that as well. I mean, I think I looked. I think there's like 110 grams of caffeine per can of this stuff that I'm drinking right now. There's some that are of course much spicier than that as far as caffeine content go, but the one I'm drinking is pretty tame, which was a very much conscious decision, just because again it's 7:15 or actually 7:20 p.m. where I'm at, so I don't want to be like. I don't want to be staying up until like 7 a.m. by drinking like super caffeinated stuffs. So I think I actually have to open both those. I think this is the only one that I want, because this one's gonna have a block, if I recall correctly. It has a block, has one of these dudes too, and of course this will require light arrows. Whoops. And also I'm going to grab this. I can get the big sword. Bonk. Because the big sword is where the party's at. There we go. And these guys drop a lot of rupees too, actually, which is really nice. So just this whole dungeon is very bountiful in that sense. Oh shit, did I say grams? I meant milligrams. Yeah, milligrams. I'm sorry. Yeah, I should have clarified. I probably said grams when I meant milligrams. Yeah, Jesus, 100. Holy fuck, yeah, that'd be fucking wild. Alright, that's a pretty good amount of rupees. And I think if I leave and come back, the zombies won't respawn, the redeads won't respawn. They do respawn. Oh, okay, well that's pretty sweet then. So, yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and give the warning. This might be kind of boring because I'm just going to be kind of mainlining this for a while. We don't have to do this a ton of times. Because again, we're at like 1,800 rupees remaining, that is. So really all we need... Ouch. Ouch. Okay, well, maybe I should like put my sword away or something like that so I can block this shot. There we go. That's the one downside with the Great Fairy Sword, is that no shield means you can't block shit like that. You just gotta tank that. Or just jump out of the way, obviously. But we're gonna have to we're just gonna be grinding out rupees for a bit. Like their their various dances. I like how they all do different dances in this room, at least specifically. Iced coffee. Speaking of coffee, I'm drinking some iced coffee right now. Hey, there it is. Your screen name always makes me smile. Iced coffee. It's good to see you. Remember when you first entered the chat, I was like, that's a good fucking screen name. Holy shit. Yeah. I probably said Graham's like a doofus, and yeah, I think I'm sure people probably knew what I meant, but still, it's like, oh my god. 110 grams of caffeine, fuck man, that's like illegal. That's gotta be like an amount that would kill an elephant. Ridiculous, dude. Actually, I was about this. Let's go ahead and warp back now. That's because I'm partly just because I'm curious to see how much we actually do need. Let me warp back. Oh god. Let me botch all the inputs, please. There we go. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Did You Poop, who is another expert at good screen names on Twitch.television, knows the good shit when he sees it. He's like, god damn, this is heckin' genius. So, once again, the reason I'm being lame and grinding out rupees, I know that grinding this kind of thing out on stream is not the most exciting thing ever, but the reason I'm doing this is because there is there's one more, I guess you would say, normal heart piece. That's not what I wanted to do, shit. Whatever. We'll just see this cutscene real quick. But there's one more normal heart piece that we need to get, and it is going to be the reward that we get for getting 5,000 rupees. It takes a long time to get. It's not, like, absurd, though, because there's ways to do it quicker, but still, it's annoying. Yeah, it'd be, like, I just don't think anything could live, any human could live through that much. Nor should they want to live through it, because Lord Almighty. Great, googly moogly. Alright, so let's go this many. Oop. There you go, buddy. Alright, so what's the final balance? One rich little guy. So we're just shy of 4,000. That's pretty good. So that means we have to do this 2 full and some change times. So really 3 times is what it's going to come down to. Because we can only carry 500 rupees at any given time. Thankfully, it didn't take us very long to fill up our wallet for the first time, so that's pretty good. So back to Ikana Valley. Or Canyon, same thing. One man's canyon is another man's valley or something, I don't know. The Beatus. I'm Wolford Brimley. Man, that's an old fucking meme, man. It's an older meme, but it checks out, sir. A fairy. Should I grab the fairy? I mean, we have double protection. We're gonna have max heart pieces before we go in to give Majora a final spanking. So, I mean, we probably aren't gonna need this fairy, really. But if sure, I'll fucking grab it. Why the hell not, right? It's a free fairy. I'm not gonna say no to it. Won't turn up my nose at a free fairy. Or free bombs, or free arrows for that matter. So once again, we'll leave that equipped. We actually probably don't need the fairy sword equipped, but I'll keep it there just for the heck of it. That's right. Yeah, that was a shock. Did you poop? I read that he'd actually passed away on Halloween, but we only heard about it, you know, a day or two ago. As far as hip-hop artists go, there's many that I like, but there's a lot that I haven't really had a chance to get into, and unfortunately MF Doom is one of those. I recognize his contributions to the scene and to the medium, but yeah, I feel a little bit bad that I haven't really given him a fair shake and like listened to any of his music. Or maybe I have heard his music and I didn't know that I was hearing it, but I haven't consciously sought out his music, and I really want to because I've heard it's incredible. But I feel that way about a lot of hip-hop artists. There's a lot of hip-hop artists that I've yet to I haven't listened to yet that I've heard are quite good. Yeah, I'll go and grab that one then. Oop, I said I will grab it. There we go. All right. There we go. But yeah, but that was a shock though. He was not very old. Not a lot of people talking about it. I mean, I've seen a lot of people artists and like pages that I follow. I'm a big fan of Run the Jewels. There's a lot of artists that I follow that like very much revere. Oh, why did I do that actually? We have to shoot this one? Wait, it's already unlocked. Okay. So I mean, that was how I found out. It's like other pages talking about it. Mega Ran posting about it. I'm trying to think of some of the other pages that I follow. Madlib. Actually, no, I don't know if I saw Madlib post about it, but he's another like hip-hop artist that I follow. Because there are hip-hop artists that I follow a lot closer. De La Soul is another one. Like, but again, I feel like I'm kind of like still kind of a relative noob to the hip hop scenes. There's a lot that I've yet to experience. Oops, there we go. That's the thing too. Yeah, it's I wouldn't disagree that at least in some ways oh Jesus, I took off the mask by accident. Oh jeez, come on man, don't be running train on Young Link like this. Oh jeez, that's the thing. I can't equip the mask while I'm frozen like that. Oh shit, I legit might die here because they're taking turns humping my back, which is not cool. And when they're not humping you, they can just freeze you like that. That sucks. There we go. I put the mask on. Oh god, they're humping me but still dancing. It's weird. Jesus, that's awful. So if you take your mask off by accident, you're just kind of fucked. Because you really have to get like I mean, I was just mashing the mask button that whole time to try to get the mask on. But the fact that they get to freeze you when you're not getting hit is pretty rough. So when you're that close, you're just gonna get screwed. But yeah, the fact that MF Doom was so unique. And of course, he has such a mysterious persona about him, you know? I mean, very few people ever actually saw his face. I heard that, like, he would send imposters to perform on his behalf. Like, he would record his own audio, that kind of thing, but, like, he would send, like, body doubles with, like, wearing his mask. Just to, like, keep it extra mysterious. Wordplay and rhyme, yeah, and I'm definitely down for that stuff. Like I said, I'm far from a hip-hop expert. Or a connoisseur even, but I enjoy the genre a lot, and there's a lot that I want to get more into. There's like a lot of artists like that where I feel like I need to give them like a what the hell? I need to give them a fair shake. I need to like just kind of hunker down and spend some time listening to them, like getting familiar with their discography, that kind of thing, just because there's so much. Oh, we did get off nice. I guess that's one thing too. I could just grind these guys out to get their rupees. There we go. I'm trying to think of what are some other ones. Most Def's another one. Another hip hop artist that I think based on what I've heard, I do really like, but I haven't like really, again, it's like sat down to like sink my teeth into their stuffs. McMagic, good to see you, buddy. In terms of, yeah, I know, man, and poor Link, right? He's a minor. This just feels wrong. This poor kid. These dancing lads. See, all right, see, that's the thing, yeah. I've mentioned earlier that sometimes when I'm trying to do like spin puts or not even spin puts necessarily, when I'm trying to use like certain C buttons, since I'm playing with a GameCube controller, the C stick as C buttons gets a little bit wonky. And sometimes if I do like 90% of a C right and like it's 10% C down, it'll be registered as a C down. So like right there, like I'm doing it left, but sometimes it's masking up. So it's very easy for it to be just a little bit off, and just being a little bit off is enough to have it to be misrecognized. And the problem is because I'm playing on the Wii U Virtual Console version, which is great, but the stick is not, I don't think, very well optimized to C-stick inputs. Whereas, oddly enough, some emulators do it much better, like ModLoader 64, the tool that JD and Gratofi and I use for the co-op games, works significantly better. So unfortunately, that is one downside to playing on, you know, in this particular case, a official hardware solution, is that it means that it's, you know, a little bit limited. Oh, let's go see. Oh, there's more rupees, right? Give me the rupees. Ah, I missed some of them. There we go. And just like that, we're at full rupees, so time to warp back. Warp on back. Aesop Rock, that's another one. That's another one for sure. Another artist that I'm aware of, and I think I've heard their music, but I haven't had a chance to really like sink my teeth into it like I want to for sure. Because I really need to get savvy for sure. PC emulation. I mean, emulation can be good. This is one instance where an official emulator, which is what this is. Again, this is Virtual Console, which is pretty much just a Nintendo sanctioned emulator. That's just pretty much all it is. So this is emulation. It's just like an emulator that, you know, that Nintendo is not opposed to. But most of the time, I would most of the time I do prefer original hardware if I can handle it. I mean, yeah, you can spend the time like with an emulator and or seeking out ROMs and making it, you know, making it play hella good, but so much of the time it doesn't work very well out of the box. I mean, for a lot of games, and a lot of emulators rather, all you have to do is get the controller synced up and working and all that jazz once and you're pretty good. But there are always like those games where it's like, oh, you kind of have to like make some exceptions for certain games. I mentioned Modloader 64, which is the thing Gritofi and JD and I use, and works great for Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, but I would absolutely need to change some of my bindings if we were to do Super Mario 64 randomizer co-op, or Mischief Makers, or any of the other games that are bundled in with it, Banjo-Kazooie, any of the other games that work with Modloader 64. So emulators, I really try to avoid actually most of the time, because I find that I frequently have to spend a long time getting things set up. That things never just work out of the box when it comes to emulators. And there's always games that just don't emulate well. Like, you just can't play like Pokemon Puzzle League or Buck Bumble on certain emulators. Like, it just won't work. And that's shitty. So it's like, sometimes emulators work really well, but other times, I don't know. It kind of has to be taken on a case-by-case basis. Yeah, that's the other thing too, Void. When it comes to emulation and on their like officially sanctioned ones on the Virtual Console, there's been evidence to suggest that the emulators that they're using are just, you know, reappropriated at best or straight up stolen at worst. I'll grab another fairy. Why the hell not? But there are like indications that, oh wow, this bug in this Virtual Console version of this game has the same bug with like the exact same consistency as this issue with this emulator over here. What are the odds, right? What are the odds that would be exactly the same? 3D All Stars. Yeah, like to me it's pretty clear that like, yeah, they haven't like redone all this from scratch. Really good lyricist? Really? Oh, that good? Really? Nice, man. Dude, I'm down for like clever lyricism and shit like that, man. I love that stuff. I don't pretend to be like a uber intellectual when it comes to hip-hop or even music in general, but I'm definitely down for it though. Sign my ass up. And the rest of me for that matter. Bubsy, oh fucking Bubsy 3D, Jesus Christ. Yeah. I don't know, man. No, emulators are great, and sometimes they're like the only way to play certain games. Like, you know, you want to play a game that's been out of print for, you know, 15, 20, 30 years, and there's no sanctioned way to play the game, like, other than digging out an old copy on eBay for, like, you know, $300. Like, sometimes there's just no reasonable way to do it. So emulators work great out of necessity. But so many of the time, I mean, a lot of games that I want to play at least are officially available somewhere, and usually they work a lot better. So it's like, do I want to spend $5 buying a game on a Virtual Console thing that works usually pretty well out of the box, or do I want to spend like an hour fucking with an emulator to get it set up and hopefully make it work well? Maybe. And have it and maybe have glitches halfway like through the game. I'll usually go for the official title if that's an option. But it's not perfect. It's not perfect, and again, it has to be kind of in a case-by-case basis. Whoops. There we go, we got him, boys. So in a single room, we've just got 85 rupees. That's pretty good. They're definitely stealing. Oh yeah, I mean, to me, there's no doubt. Just repurposing the emulators that are already out there. I mean, there's no doubt about that. With the exception of yeah, with 3D All Stars, I mean, that's one where it's like, you know, that one's a little bit more permissible. But no, I'm thinking of like the Virtual Console stuff. Oops. Alright, there we go. As bad as the collection performs? Are there 3D collection, for the 3D All-Stars you mean? Because admittedly, I've only played through Sunshine. I haven't played Mario 64 or Galaxy on there. I haven't heard of any, like, significant performance issues. I did hear that there were definitely some things that were lacking when it first came out. Like, there were some camera control options that weren't implemented, and a couple of, like, weird differences. I haven't heard of any, like, significant performance issues, though. Emulators, technically. Well, emulators I don't know. Oh, fuck. Ah, I did the thing again. Alright, time to spam the mask button. And hope I don't get pumped to death by these dudes. I don't know, with emulators I'm not so sure, because it is software that's... Fuck. It's software that's trying to pretend to be official hardware, kinda, but also not really. ROMs, absolutely. But ROMs and emulators are two very different things. Wow, that sucks. They can just chain the like, stuns together like that. So if two retards are looking at you, you're just gonna be chained. Oh wait, no, now they're looking away from me. Okay, there we go. Holy shit. Maybe I shouldn't try... I just shouldn't use the fairy sword. I should just be doing it this way. The fairy sword's like too risky, because I keep almost dying from this shit. That's annoying. So it's a few extra swings, but it's fine. There we go. So yeah, we're just gonna not use the fairy sword for this encounter. It's just not worth it. We'll just keep that on there. Yeah, they're definitely, I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, emulators, it's been ruled legally that emulators are totally fine. It's ROMs where it gets spicy. I'm trying to think, like, could you make the argument, though, that an emulator could be, like, infringing on, like, code that was written or, like, hardware design? I don't know. I feel like emulators are, like, different enough where the answer is probably not, but I guess there's some gray area. I don't know. I guess I don't know enough about, like, how emulators are really made. Like, how those kinds of things get re-engineered. Alright, I'm actually gonna go ahead and warp back now. Copyright. Oh, that's the thing too. Yeah, I mean, copyright laws entirely are very poorly implemented in this country. So it allows for some really bullshit situations. Everyone is working with us along left. Yeah, that's kind of how it feels, man. And they can't provide it. Yeah, it's like, I guess to them, they were probably thinking to themselves, like, do we want to spend the development hours to do this all ourselves from scratch? Or, yeah, just borrow, quote-unquote, what's already been implemented by the community. I'm not surprised that that's the route that was taken, but yeah, it is kind of, like, a little disappointing, right? Open source? Not always. They're not always open source. A lot of them are. But, I mean, they're community-driven for sure, though. Not, yeah, that's exactly it, because, yeah, legally, it's already been decided that emulation is fine. ROMs and ISO files. I didn't even think it was gray area. I mean, it's gray area to distribute. Well, I shouldn't say it's gray area. It's, you know, frowned upon to distribute or to acquire from somebody else, but it is legal to, like, procure your own ROMs by ripping the files yourself. So it's like, ROMs are illegal unless you've ripped them from the cartridges yourself. And they're illegal to distribute, illegal to acquire. Even if you own a copy of the game, they're illegal to acquire by virtue of like, you know, getting them from somebody else. Unless I'm mistaken, unless the intel I have is outdated. Well, the other difference there is whether or not the emulator contains BIOS information, because that's like a BIOS or like BIOS code for a console is sometimes not included in an emulator, and if it isn't, that is also illegal to acquire by other means. So that's the other, like, component to all this. You got the emulator and the ROMs, and sometimes you have to manually find your own BIOS or acquire your own BIOS for the console you're trying to emulate. But it depends on the emulator, and it depends on the console and all that jazz. But that's something that, like, I remember having to run into with BizHawk, trying to play Game Boy Advance games. Like, you try to load a game up, and it's like, oh, you're missing some BIOS files, and you're like, I don't even know what that is. And then you poke around online a little bit, and people are saying, like, yeah, you're getting into ROM territory, so you're not really allowed to ask, so to speak. If you're having to ask where to get this, then you're already in a not so good situation. You need the emulator. Yeah, exactly. So it's like the thing that runs the ROMs are new enough where Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, you know, they really can't get in the way of that. They can't really say like, hey, that's ours. I guess you could like, I can see where the gray area is, and I can see like how I'm sure Nintendo and Sony and Microsoft probably disagree with the notion that they don't have any ownership into it, but yeah, legally it's been decided. I think like McMagic said back in the 80s, I think, or 90s maybe. Hitting the sketch area. Yeah, it's like no matter what you're doing when it comes to emulating games, legally, no matter how you see it, it's gonna get weird. When it comes to like game preservation and making like games playable long term, you know, after they've no longer been supported, that kind of thing, it gets into more ethical questions of like, is it ethical to emulate games? And my answer, and I think most people's answers are yes, there are instances where it's perfectly ethical. It gets weird when someone says like, I don't want to buy games, I'm just gonna emulate everything. Then you're getting into like, it's not really an ethical answer, or an ethically, you know, a morally good answer necessarily, you would say. But the question of like, again, game preservation, you know, you think about games like Silent Hill 2, where their source code is just not there anymore. Like they just lost the source code because back in the late 80s and early 90s, game development was, you know, was still kind of a niche thing, and a lot of game developers just didn't keep their source code after a project was done. So like there's some classic games where like, yeah, we just can't make it again. Sorry, it's like it's gone forever. So in that case, like, yeah, game preservation absolutely makes sense. VHS is a bit anti-piracy. Yeah, like that's the thing, like anti-piracy, it's like there are times where, yeah, like pirating games is bad, pirating movies is bad, but again, there are times where I think it's justified. Most are open. There are open source emulators, but yeah, that's the thing, we can't say all of them are. That's a problem. There are bad apples. I mean, I don't know if they're bad apples per se. I mean, it's a software project, right? I mean, yes, as the hippie that I am, I would say it would be nice if all software projects were open source, but I mean, I'm not naive, so I know how that goes. But I wouldn't disagree. It's like, oh, it'd be pretty cool if they were, though. Public domain after, yeah, I'd be down. That'd be awesome. I wish copyright law were to allow for all that shit, for like all creative things, but you know, that's. I say that out loud and suddenly get a message on my phone. Disney Core wants to know your location. Disney has entered the chat. So yeah, there's a lot of very powerful and wealthy players in that legal situation that say like, no, we like this the way it is. In fact, we want the copyright law year cutoff to be a lot later. So yeah, it's shitty. And of course, when it comes to awful copyright situations, you know, all of us on Twitch are very familiar with the DMCA stuff that's been hounding so many people over the last couple months, so it's like it's on the top of all of our minds. Alright, also I didn't realize I'd actually gotten that many rupees. I just kind of turned my brain off when I was just getting rupees, so I didn't actually realize we were that far along, so we're actually in pretty good shape now. I'm going to unslow down time. There we go. Yeah, ROM distribution, yeah. Is it ethical? Mostly no. Mostly no, but I would say there are instances where it's doable. When they can't reproduce. Exactly, yeah, that's exactly it. Right, let's go ahead and start shifting time forward. There we go. We gotta do this a bunch of times. But not putting out, yeah, GameCube games. I keep hoping, man. I keep hoping we can get some GameCube games. I mean, the next step would be N64 online, which would be pretty cool on the Switch, that is. Like, that'd be pretty sweet. And if that could happen, then it's, oh, dude, what if GameCube games online, man? Wouldn't that be dope? Overthrow the Sith Lords, dude. I'm not down. I would not oppose such a notion. Of older materials. Yeah, that's exactly it. If it's not easily accessible, because a lot of games are, and a lot of games are for somebody like me who has a Switch and a Wii U and a Wii. Well, actually, the Wii is less of a. Well, I mean, it can play GameCube games, so I mean that's still valid. So, for someone in my situation, Right, AA, down, down. There we go. It's like, I keep flubbing the input. For someone in my situation, it is easily accessible rather. But, you know, not for everybody. And again, there are just certain games where you just can't, you have to like buy a used copy to play it, and you hope the used copy still works. Like we did a playthrough of Bomberman 64: The Second Attack last year, and that was a lot of fun. But the problem was that's a game that is, if not for me owning a physical copy, there'd just be no way, or emulating it obviously, but there'd just be no way, just because getting a copy of that game is hella expensive, at least $100. Well, thank you, Did You Poop? Yeah, it went quicker than I thought it would, honestly. I thought I had one more round after that 500. That's why I got so many, but apparently I shot way past what I needed. Wouldn't that be dope, Iced Coffee? That's one thing, is that I've mentioned before. Oh, and I can show this. I haven't been able to show this on stream for a couple of weeks because my webcam died, and of course, it prevented me from being able to physically show this to you. But one thing that I am looking forward to streaming at some point, I've showed this on stream before, but I'm always happy to show it off, is this bad boy, Twilight Princess Wii U HD. And you might be thinking to yourself, Alex, are you a collector? Why do you have this in its original packaging? Are you some kind of weird nerd? Well, the answer to the last question is yes. But I am not a collector really usually. But yeah, I still have this bad boy. I haven't opened it, not because I don't want to play it, just because I kind of never really got around to it. And this is the HD version of Twilight Princess on the Wii U, the one that came out, the port that happened a number of years ago. And I want to play this because I love Twilight Princess, and I think the HD version is a great way to do that. However, it's got the cool amiibo in the middle there, the Wolf, Link, and Midna, which is a pretty sweet duo. I want to play this. However, I kind of want to keep this in the packaging. It'd be nice. It'd be nice to keep it in there, right? Just, I mean, again, I'm not a collector, but it's kind of nice to have, like, a few artifacts of a bygone era maintained for posterity. But again, I recognize it's like, but I want to play the thing that's inside of it. However, if they were to do a Switch re-release of, and this is, you know, I can dream, right? If they were to do a Switch re-release of Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD, oh baby, you best bet your sweet juicy booty I would pick that up in a heartbeat, despite owning both of those games in their HD versions as well as the original. I'm one of those assholes that will buy a game he already owns for the stupid convenience of it, really. So, there's that. But like, oh, what if they were to do a motherfucking like Zelda 3D All-Stars? What if we could get Majora's Mask and Ocarina in there? What if we could throw in Master Quest? Oh, God. I'm getting the vapors. Woo! Someone open a window. Whoo, buddy, it's getting steamy in here. So, anyway, again, I can dream, but like, that's what I'm hoping for. Like Iced Coffee, when Iced Coffee pointed that out, it's like, dude, what if that could happen? I would be so happy. Yeah, exactly. Hope the console holds up. Hope the hardware can maintain it. Like, there's just these things degrade over time, and that's where game preservation has, I think, some virtue to it for sure. That's where the preservation. That's exactly it. Yeah. Distributing N64s just in general, just make it available. Yeah, I'd be down. That'd be pretty sweet. Hey, what's up, Murdercrats? Wait, well, yeah, it's the Weird Al song, right? Try to catch me, you wild and nerdy. That one. There it is. Thank you for the dab plus weird noise. I hope that was nice and cringy. So I got the hologram card. I think I still have mine somewhere, but I don't know where it is. I looked for it the other day just because it'd be a fun thing to show on stream, but I couldn't find it. I think I might know where it is, but I need to go digging more. There's one other box I could check. Without the amiibo, you miss out on... Really? I didn't realize it was, like, required for stuff. I know that, like in other games, that the amiibo gives you, like, a few nifty things, like in Hyrule Warriors and a few things. What is it? What content is it locked behind? Because that's surprising. Don't destroy it? I mean, obviously I wouldn't destroy it, but I would play it. Buy another copy. Oh, you mean like don't ruin the box? Again, I don't really care about collecting, though. I care about, like, having a library. I don't care about NRFB preservation. Like, I don't care about, like, you know, having it graded or that kind of thing. A fucktillion. That's a good number, Void. Tempted to buy Disgaea 4 again. Yeah, dude. I understand. I understand. I am in no position to judge anyone for such things. But it is enough to annoy you? I'm surprised, though. Yeah, usually that kind of thing isn't, like, you know, legit content. Usually it's like something, you know, some kind of dumb, fun bonus thing. Just for funsies. So, let's see. This is the... Is this evening? Or is it day? I can't actually see the sun. I think it's the evening times, right? Can I play this again? I think I cannot. I mean, I can play it, but I don't get to push it forward more. Oh, there it is. Yeah, night of the final day. That's perfect. Just what I needed. Bottomless Wallet. Bottomless Wallet would be really nice for that one mega suit of armor. That would be pretty dope. Because, yeah, that is kind of game-breaking, actually, because it makes you invincible, right? Well, I mean, you could just get a fuck ton of rupees and then wear that for like an hour. So I guess if you put in the work for it, it lets you get OP, but you have to grind up to it. So I guess it's not a huge deal, but still, it is not insignificant. A price difference? Oh, really? Delivered to that region. That's a weird one. I haven't heard about that one, Void. That seems strange. Also, we need to find that one grand. Oh wait, no, she's not going to. Let me think about this. We need to get back to the hotel so we can have that granny lady tell us a story, but I think it might be too late now. Oh, but also an entire area, dungeon, and boss. Were they in the original game or were they added for the HD version? Because that's wild that they've like locked dungeon, like legit dungeon content. Because that's the good shit, man. US versus UK. I mean, price differences are one thing, but just being like, oh yeah, we're not gonna let you gift it to that person. That seems kind of weird, right? Seems like they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot by being like, oh yeah, we're not gonna let you spend money on our shop for this. It was that okay? I guess that's one thing. Oh right, Granny would have left already. Okay, never mind. They headed to the ranch already. It's like, I guess that's one thing. I guess if it was like extra stuff, but still, it's kind of a bummer, right? Because I mean, you know, you pay good money for the whole game, so you would think the amiibo wouldn't like be required to see all of that. Feels like physical DLC, like a DLC dungeon, I guess. I don't know. It just seems weird. Seems like a weird choice. Oh, so her birthday is on New Year's Day? That's kind of fun. I don't know, it just seems weird that they would just be like, yeah, you can't buy this. We're not going to allow you to make this transaction. This thing that would get us more money. It's like, what does Steam care? Or what does Valve care, rather? You know, they're making their end of the transaction. But maybe it's like, the only thing I can think of is if like this wouldn't make sense though, because interchange fees are like pennies on the dollar. So it's not like they would spend more on the interchange fees. Or whatever you, maybe not interchange is the word, but like the, you know, converting it from one currency to the other. If like the money lost in that interchange was like enough to not make it worthwhile, but like again, it would be like literally less than pennies, I'm pretty sure, so shouldn't make that much of a difference. By the way, I'm just kind of fucking around here because I think all we have to do is wait for midnight, or not midnight, 5 a.m. I think, so we just gotta kind of wait for a bit. Because I think we have everything. Just to clarify, I'm pretty sure we have everything we need. We have all of the masks except for Fierce Deity, which will happen soon. On the moon, that is. We have all of the normal heart pieces you can get except for the last 4 that are also on the moon. I think we got everything except for spanking Majora proper. Oh, interesting. Thank you, Dinral. Also, Dinral, good to see you. It would buy games and regions cheaper than sell them for more. Interesting. So, like, it's disabled because, yeah, you're gifting it to somebody else because you bought it for cheaper and then they, like, reimburse you or something like that. Huh. Yeah, it feels... That's so weird, though. What an odd situation. Because, I mean, I know that, like, sometimes, like, a game will... Like, a game first comes out, it'll be, like, $59.99 USD and then also $59.99 pound sterling, and it's like, what? Because $1 does definitely not equal one pound, so that is kind of weird. Oh, there we go. When those kinds of situations arise, maybe just charge. Yeah, maybe just charge the difference. Seems like that would be the easiest way around the whole thing. Also, I think what we need to do is not. Oh yeah, I can just make this jump. I thought I had to be tall for some reason. Yeah, the situation is not just enter from the bottom. I think we have to enter through here specifically. Yeah, I don't know if another way to like speed time up or anything. I think we just have to wait it out. The only way to like move time forward by increments, like smaller increments, is by talking to Granny to have her tell us stories. But I don't think it's available this late in the game. Here, let's take that mask off because we don't need it. Of that. There we go. Go ahead and grab that 20 rupee just to waste time. There we go. Yo, Clips, what's up, buddy? Or Cameron, rather. $100. Oh, dude, I've heard Australia and I think Germany have some really unfortunate practices when it comes to like selling games and pricing games. I don't know if it's as bad in Germany, but yeah, I've heard that Australia, they've really got a bad kind of situation there, which is unfortunate. With games, at least. Like, otherwise, those countries are great, but yeah, it's like, I feel bad for people who want to buy games out there. That's true too, Void. Yeah, there's other ways. I guess that's it. There's other ways too. Can I play it? Oh, really? I can just play it again? I thought it would say like, oh, sorry, you can't play it more. Or like, you can't move time forward more. Yeah, it says I can't do it more. Makes me sad. I wish, yeah, there was a way to skip like right to the last, what is it, like 6 minutes or something like that? Yeah. Maybe they would have added something like that in the 3DS version. Because this is just kind of weird just being like, I guess I'll just stand around then. Oh, it's at midnight. Okay, I thought it was at like 4 a.m. or something like that, or 5 a.m. Yeah, exactly. Or like Madden, like games that have barely changed since the last iteration. I guess at least with Call of Duty, you get like different campaign modes and stuff like that. You could. Oh, that's kind of nice. Oh, that sounds wonderful. Holy shit, that would make certain side quests in this game so much quicker. All right. Okay, so no, I was wrong. The final approach is at midnight. Skull Kid's like, I remember. Actually, no. In this case, we would have gone back in time the first time we saw this, so we haven't had this happen again since. Like, yeah. We know. Stupid fairy. Hey, man, don't be mean. You tell him, Tattle. Tattle's like, I'm gonna stop you. Okay, Link, do the thing where you, like, kill him. Then try to stop it. Thanks, I will. Now, of course, if we just, like, chill here, nothing really happens. I mean, actually, I'm kind of curious. What if I, like, smack him with a light arrow? That's, like, the Ganondorf strat, right? It's, like, smack him with some light arrows. Doesn't give a shit. Can I steal the mask from his face? Nope. So it's like, you can try anything, and it just doesn't work. He just stares at you for 5 minutes, and then you die. However, let me remember the input to this track. This banger of a track we got. There we go. Oh, Gassa, what's poppin' with you, my man? Good to see you, dude. Hope you're doing well. We're wrapping up Majora's Mask tonight. Tonight. That is the plan. We got all the heart pieces we can get. We have all the masks we can get. We have all the bottles. On the moon, there's one more mask we can acquire, and it's not Majora's Mask. One more mask we can acquire, as well as 4 more heart pieces on the moon itself. Migraines and ooh, that doesn't sound pleasant. Oh wait, Make Magic, are you saying that you're sick? I know a couple of days ago you were saying you were fighting something. There's the big boys. Thank you for that camera angle. Thank you for that. Also, listen to my Wiimote. Oh wait, no, it's not my Wiimote. Oh, it's my tablet controller. My tablet controller is the one that's buzzing like a chainsaw right now. Boosh. I like this sequence a lot, but the giants kind of freak my shit right out, man. It's a little uncanny valley. They're abnormally large legs. They're not having a torso. The giant faces, and the music is like so like sad sounding. Like we're winning, you know, we're saving the day. Why is it so sad, you know? Big boys. Yeah, they got the super hot, the Hobbit booty. They're all booty, rocking everywhere. I love. Oh, that's sweet. That's really sweet of you to say, Ice Coffee. Of course, I love playing Zelda as well. We do have more Zelda happening tomorrow too, as we got the boys. We got Gratofi and JD and myself. We're gonna be doing more Ocarina of Time randomizer co-op tomorrow. So like Zelda is always something I'll frequently come back to. Hands in the air like you just don't care. Yeah, I'll definitely be doing more. And like I said, I want to do Wind Waker. I want to do Twilight Princess. Like, oh, dude, I want to play all of them, man. Can't I just play all the games forever? All at once? Exactly, Ogal. So yeah, they're otherworldly. They're like this. They're not like gods, but they're definitely like not just big people though. They're like something else entirely. Oh, she did get it, and you got. Oh, I'm sorry, McMagic. I remember you were saying that like it was looking a little bit dicey that she might get it, and that you were fighting a few symptoms. But no, I'm sorry to hear you have it, McMagic. That sounds awful, man. Of course, I hope you know. I'm happy to have you here, but if you have to hop off to get some rest or chill for a bit, I will completely understand because that sounds very unpleasant. But I do hope it's at least manageable, just because it's no funsies. Oh, the fairies are reunited, by the way. Smile because it done happened. My favorite is the opposite. Don't smile because it happened, cry because it's over. The Giant's call worked on the Skull Kid, now he's dead. No, I'm just kidding. Well, maybe, I don't know. What have you been doing to everyone, Skull Kid, you big old meanie? An old Arby's mascot, really? I'm curious. Oh wait, hold up, I have to switch to my other monitor. Give me one sec. What's this one? Oh shit, yeah, I do remember these. Well, I don't remember them. I've seen them though. I've seen these pictures, yeah. Yeah, like just very long-legged versions of this. Where their body is their face. But you know, those are more cutesy. This is a little bit more just uncanny. Were they in children's books? I'm just kind of curious. Yeah, what does it say? From Arby's 1971, 1984. It does kind of look familiar too. Wasn't there also like a Nickelodeon show that had some kind of similar motif? I can't remember though. I don't know. Obviously, this would have been before my time, at least specifically for these toys, but I feel like I've seen something very similar to this before. Maybe I haven't seen this exact image. Skull Kid was lonely. He was, yeah. But he also tried to destroy everything. Yeah, also accurate. Was it him though, or was it the mask? The purple one specifically? Yeah, exactly. Some Wind Waker? Dude, hell yeah. That's a good point too. That is one really nice thing with emulators. Say you get like the custom texture packs. There's like ROM hacks, obviously. Like it unlocks a lot of cool potential. Power of the mask. That was right. Yep. That'll do it, dude. Yeah, this is the one I was thinking of. Like the actually, maybe this is what I was thinking of. This is pretty similar though. Oh wait, yeah, this is similar to the one we were just looking at. Mr. Men, Little Miss. Okay. Mr. Men and Little Miss. Oh, okay. So this is from like a children's book series. Okay. Maybe I've got my wires crossed. I thought there was also a TV show kind of thing, but maybe I'm thinking of something else. But they were also old Arby's toys. Yeah, it's weird because like some of them are so uncanny. Like there's the purple triangle nose guy, right? Let me click the first link. Some of them look so similar. Like it's almost like which came first, right? It's like it just seems a little uncanny. And then there's the really tall. Look at Mr. Tall. That's what these guys look like. Mr. Tall in particular is what is evoked by these big old giant dudes. No, hey, what's up, Five Nights at Freddy's? No one cared who I was until I put on the mask. I put on Majora's Mask, and then tried to throw the moon at people. The meme bunny posters. I don't know if I know those. Too many weaknesses to use my power. I was gonna say, like, wait, who said that? Oh shit, son. Majora's Mask now is like, okay, maybe I will do things. Got the controller depth. Yeah, that's what I'm using right now, actually. Well, actually, it's not what I'm using right now. But whenever I use this for like the modeler stuff, that's what I use this for too. It's so nice. It allows pass through. Yeah, it's great. I love it. I love that adapter so much. It's so versatile. There was a TV show. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what I think I might be thinking of, or what I've like seen pictures of. So like up to this point, yeah, we've of course have been chasing Skull Kid. Consume everything. So fucking metal. We've been chasing Skull Kid and chasing his antics, but it wasn't like, and there were implications that Majora's Mask was powerful for sure, but this is our first time in the game that we get to see like, oh shit, yeah, Majora's Mask is an actual force of nature here. Song of Time. It's no time, man. Staying here with Tail? I mean, I was gonna say, I need someone to go with me. We need a fairy buddy. Or multiple fairy buddies, even. Mario Kart. Dude, I do love Mario Kart Double Dash. If forced to choose, I would say Double Dash is probably my favorite Mario Kart. I like different Mario Karts for different reasons, but yeah, I would say Double Dash is probably my top one. So good. Would love to see the dual kart motif brought back at some point. That'd be really sweet because I love it so much. When yeah, exactly. I want someone to listen, or rather, they listen to me, or me listen to them. I don't know. Yeah, I just want someone to yell at me, I guess. I just want a fairy friend. That way, I can feel like an idiot when I'm butting my head up against something. Just fucking yeet it into the hot spring, man. Throw it into the volcano. Go to Mordor and cast it into the pit. All right, so we're in the moon, allegedly. I'm actually kind of curious. Can I like walk away? This is very Elysian Fields-esque with like how pristine it is out here. It's so like tranquil and pretty. I wonder how far I can run. Alright, so there's an invisible wall. I was wondering, like, is it gonna let me just, like, walk up to where you can kind of see the edges? I always did like this sequence. It's also kind of nice because we don't have a timer, so we can just, you know, take in the sights and the sounds. Because the moon is, I mean, it was implied that the moon is, like, trying to bear down a little bit, but it's also kind of cool that we could just chill. Except it's still rumbling. So lore-wise, it's trying to, like, push through, but we can actually take our time. So there's a number of kids kind of gallivanting about. There's one just kind of chilling there waiting. And if you can look closely, you can see they're wearing the masks of the remains. This is the remains of Adalwa. Nice weather, isn't it? I do have a lot. I'm a mask salesman, yes. Give him some masks. All right, let's pick out some masks to give to him. So in this whole sequence, You give them masks and you don't have them available to you anymore. I'm just gonna pick masks that don't functionally offer anything for the time being, at least. So let's give them masks that only worked for things in town. Just things we're not gonna miss immediately, at least. You can have this one. Nice couch, fucker! There you go, just chuck that shit. Anyway, he wants to play hide and seek. Let's find him then. And I think this is the one that is featured around Deku Scrubs. So, let me get the Deku Scrub mask on. Let's do that shit. Or of course, if we need to go back, we can. But it's nice because we don't have any time limits necessarily, so we can just chill. Well, maybe not chill. We can take our time. We're not beholden to doing anything before a certain arbitrary time limit or anything, which is kind of nice. I'm curious what's over there, actually, because I see some gossip stones that I want to read. Except we have to, like, take that mask off and then put the Mask of Truth on. It's a little bit weird. Oh, wrong button. Whoops, 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 whoops. Can't chuck right now. I'm on break. But then they chucked the... Oh, now I'm sad. They were using Gyros Mask for ill. Yeah, that's true. The gossip stones in randomizer playthroughs are super useful because they give you hints as far as where things are located and the significance of certain areas. However, in vanilla gameplays, or playthroughs rather, it seems like the gossip stones, sometimes it's useful, but a lot of times it's like stuff you pretty much already had figured out, usually. Premia had Romani's mask. Premia had Romani's mask. Wait, Romani. So Romani is a little girl. Wait, I'm confused. Oh, that's Romani's mask. Oh, okay. Huh. I don't know. That's a weird hint because I mean, I guess, yeah, that's how we got the Romani mask, but it just seems weird that that was how it was, like, presented to us. See if I can land this like a boss. Ooh, okay, cool. I keep hoping that maybe we can get some, like, interesting lore from one of these bad boys. It'd be pretty dope. And we can't read this unless we Mask of Truth it up. Circus Leader's mask. Yeah, it's like, that's not really anything new. I guess if nothing else, this is like intel as far as where to find certain masks. If we were in a situation where, like, we didn't have all the masks, so we had to, like, go back and get them. Oh, shucks. I was trying to slide in there before I got bopped off. That's okay. Let's try it again. Yeah, I'm just gonna go straight for the end. I don't think we have to worry about the gossip stones. Okay, we're good. It's a little bit tricky because you have to land right in the middle. Ooh, I don't know. I'm gonna do this. Can I make it? Oh, yes, I can barely make it. There we go. Perfect. There we go. That should give me enough time to make it to the end there. That's one of 4 heart pieces that we need remaining. Because we know the last 4 are gonna be within the moon somewhere. Whoops. Cafe and Anshu had the couples. Yeah, it's like these are things we already knew. I'm guessing the Gossip Stone would say maybe different intel if we didn't already have these masks. Can I make that jump? I feel like I almost can, but this is pretty far away. Maybe I'm gonna try it. Because this one launches you really freaking high. Ooh, it's gonna be close. Not close enough though. That sucks. I don't know. I know the golden ones launch you, like, higher and farther. But that is just how it goes. That's how it do. And down we go. So I think we actually are gonna need the golden one. Well, maybe not, but I'm gonna play it safe. Actually, maybe can I just wait here? I think I can just wait. I'm gonna run out of time. Shucks, I should have waited. Yeah, that's unfortunate because I thought they were gonna be both. They were both going to be gold flowers. So only one is a gold flower. What if I just go real fast? Can I get that cycle first? If not, I'll just wait on the sides. It's fine. Ah, yeah, there's no way. Here, we're just gonna wait here, and then we'll catch it on the flippy dippy. That's what the cool kids say, right? They don't say we'll catch on the flip side. They say we'll catch on the flippy dippy. If not, that's what they should say because it's way cooler. There we go. You know what? I'm gonna just try to go over this. Yeah, there we go. And then what awaits us? The child. I yeet the child. I found you. Oh god. Want more masks? You can have this one. You're nice. What kind of people are they? Your friends. They watch me play video games like a bunch of weirdos. But no, I'm just kidding. I'm the weirdo. Do they think of you as a friend? I would like to think so. Right, so the next mask to offer up. We'll go with these three. Although I think we can only give one at the start, and then one more once we finish each like individual challenge, and we'll get them back at the end. I don't think we have to reacquire them. Well, at least I sure hope not. I mean, it wouldn't be the end of the world, obviously, but it'd be kind of awkward. So we did Adalma first. There's Guy Goron or Goraigion, whatever the guy's name. I think this is what next one we'll want to do. I'm trying to do them in order. Cause you just got. Yeah, we'll do that one next. Give me some. We're gonna have Don Gero. Hey, Five Finger, good to see you, friend. You want some more? And then Keaton. You're a nice person. I mean, it's you are, but yeah. It's strange, grammatically speaking, but it's fine. It's grammar legal. Now, I remember this one, and this one's tough, but it's really freaking cool. But I'm biased because I'm a sucker for Goron Mask shit, and this is some Goron Mask shit that I'm super down for. As far as the next mask to acquiesce, it'll be that one. Or, not acquiesce, to offer. So we get to go fast, and roll around at the speed of sound. Your winner. Yeah, that's a good one too, Void. That's a reference I'm always down for. Oh, right! You have to hold forward. You want to bounce off of those. I forgot about that shit. Yeah, this one's weird, but it's very cool. I love this one a lot. I remember trying this I remember this took a long time to figure out back in the day. Oof. I feel like maybe you don't just hold forward. I think you do have to angle with the shot because the camera shifts is a problem. So you have to kind of move with the camera. But I remember like this one's really cool once you kind of get the hang of it. But yeah, it takes some getting used to. Ooh, yeah, it's a little weird. Oh, yeah, it's very easy to goof it. Some Sonic Spinball action. Was it, did it like goof around a little bit, Five Finger? I did drop some frames earlier on, like at the start of the stream, but it doesn't show us dropping any frames recently, so hopefully it's okay now. But yeah, if it's like buffering on your end, then maybe refresh the page if it continues. Hopefully it won't. Ooh, man. I need to find a way to get that like bounce to happen consistently. So it's hard to, if I hold the controller forward, then I come up shallow. And if I move it too close to the edge, if I move it too far to the side too suddenly, then I overshoot it. There's a rhythm I need to hit. The rhythm of love. Boop. That's pretty good. Boop. There we go. Still pretty tricky though. A little bit of buffer, yeah. I've had that happen a couple times with the few channels I was watching earlier. I like this one a lot, but yeah, it's hard. And of course, we do have more magic jars that are available to us. Thankfully, it's not damaging us whenever we fall off. There we go. Ooh, yeah. It's so easy to just overshoot it. Just because... In fact, yeah, let's go ahead and crack some of these open. There we go. I think these repopulate every time. I think. Aw, crap. I think this is to warp back. I think so, yeah. I mean, also, I'm just always down for the jammies, so you really can't go wrong as far as I'm concerned. Jammies and Cat Jam are always on point as far as I'm concerned. I think Cat Jam has perhaps been my favorite, like, I don't know, it's hard to pick just one, but I would say it's probably been my favorite, like, emote phenomenon over the past couple months. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. Whoa! Down we go. So much patience. That's nice of you to say, Shelly. I mean, I've played this before, and I remember this being tricky. Despite playing this game when it first came out literally 20 years ago, there are certain things in this game that stick out in memory, and this part is one of them. Maybe I can actually... The problem is you have to build up speed. So if I, like, try to... Whoa, okay, well, there's that, too. The problem is if you, like, try to build up speed in too short of a distance, you're just gonna, like, hit the edge and then just fall off. Whereas you need to enter Spiky Mode. And entering Spiky Mode only happens once you've, like, charged up. Because I have, like, this straightaway path to build up all this speed, but if it were shorter, then I would have no hope. So you hit the Spiky Mode now. There it is. Then and only then can you make that jump. At least we're getting that first jump consistently. Oh! Gaming? Nope, no gaming. Cancelled. Gaming is cancelled tonight, friends. So let's see. Do the magic jars actually repopulate? They do. Okay, thank goodness. So we have infinite attempts. It's just a matter of getting good. I gotta get good. The Dark Souls of Goron racing minigames. Oh, down I go. That's correct. I did see the Facebook post. I'm sorry. Lady Shelley has to be very, very elegant and proper at when I address you. It's gonna make our D&D sessions, or really Shadowrun sessions, very fun, Shelley. Lady Shelley. When moments like that happen. Although it threw me off because, like, on the Facebook thing it said Lady Michelle, and I was like, who the fuck is Michelle? Excuse me? Yeah, so again, I didn't have enough speed, so I just fall off. I remember there was one part where we were gaming, we were doing D&D, or Pathfinder specifically, and Adam was like, all right, Michelle, you're up next. And you were like, excuse the fuck out of my French, who is Michelle? And I was like, oh. So she'll say, people don't call me that unless I'm in trouble. Oh. All right, looking good, Hollywood. Oh, am I in the zone? Guys, we might be gaming. I don't mean to alarm anybody, but we might be gaming. Oh! We're good. Where am I going? I don't know. What the fuck's happening? I'm scared. Guys, I'm scared. Ah! Shit. That was a pretty good run, though. It really, what you have to do after a certain point is just kind of turn your brain off and go on autopilot. Because if you try too hard, if you, like, hyper-focus too much, then it just goes in the toilet. And sometimes you don't want it to go in the toilet. Sometimes you want it to go around the bowl. I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, that was my best run yet, at least. Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? Who is that? Who is this person? I panicked. I did panic. I advised chat not to panic. Or not to be alarmed, at least, and then I became alarmed. I lied to you all. I tried to be an icon of stoicism. But I was a fraud. That's okay, though. We got plenty of tries. And again, we don't have a timer, so we can just keep going forever. I lied when I said this is going to be, you know, relatively quick. Like, oh, we're at the end of the game, so we don't have much longer to go. I forgot that this part takes 69 hours to complete, apparently. We'll get it, though. We'll get it. But I remember it taking a long freaking time. Maybe I should have started with this one, because the Deku one was peanuts compared to this. Oh, what the... Yeah, that's the thing, too. If you hit it, like, too direct, you don't even bounce. You just stop, hard stop. But mercifully, two things are happening. One, they're not damaging me whenever I fall off. Because in other Zelda games, if you fall off an edge, you don't die, but you lose like a half a heart or maybe a full heart, depending on the circumstances. But in this game, no damage is being taken. And again, we have an infinite not heart containers, magic containers. So we can just try it pretty much as many times as we want, which is nice. Whoop! Man, that's a tricky one. You know what? I'm gonna try something. Because here's the thing. If I go into somersault mode and hold forward, I'll start going. However, I think once you enter spiky mode... I wonder if I can just... if I don't have to hold forward. Because the thing is what's throwing me off is that I'm having to, like, correct for that first bounce. I think after that first bounce, I might be able to just not hold the control stick and just hold A down for those first, like, several jumps. Let's try it. So if I jump, make that first bounce. I gotta make that first bounce, though. I think I might have a strat, though. We'll see. I think I've got an idea. Still gotta, yeah, that's okay. So there does have to be some path correction. You can't just leave like your hand off the control stick, but you don't have to hold forward. And I think that's what was throwing me off. I was trying to hold forward and also trying to path correct. So I think the idea is once you enter spiky mode, don't worry about holding forward, just worry about steering. So that does simplify things. Yeah, I think we're getting there. I think we're learning. We're learning. Oh heck, well we were learning. We're learning the art of Goron rolling like a boss. The Zorro challenge. I mean, I remember the Zorro challenge is obviously very swimming heavy, and it might have like a timer associated to it, but not being nearly as precarious. The fact that I don't remember the Zorro one tells me that it's not going to be nearly as spicy. Crap, yeah, that's a problem too. I was trying to correct. You can even see the path I took kind of from the track that was on the ground there. I was trying to correct the path, but in doing so, I hit the treasure chest at too straight away of an angle. Yeah, that would be ideal, Digipoop, if I could just hit it at the right angle completely with like a 90-degree approach without any swiveling. That'd be awesome. Does the magic... Yeah, if you fall off, then the magic jars here refill and respawn, which is really nice. My own meter does not refill, so I do have to manually recharge it, but the fact that there's stuff here for it is very nice. Oh, that was my fault. Yeah, I turned towards it. It seems like if you're turning towards the chest at all, it'll hard stop you. So you have to be either turning away from it or facing it completely. Oh, okay, man. I thought for sure I could correct it in time. This is tricky, man. This is tricky. I had that really good attempt a few minutes ago, which I just kind of lucked my way into, but I'll pretend that it was all skill. I'll pretend that it was all intentional. Oh! Okay, well, see that time. That's what I was worried was gonna happen earlier, is like if I don't correct the path, I'm just gonna sail right past it. But yeah, this is a part of the game that I think a lot of us remember. For those who played this as a kid, a lot of us remember relatively vividly because of how frustrating it is. And again, with how difficult it is compared to the other challenges on the moon. But again, it's merciful that they're not giving us a time limit. We can just take our sweet-ass time. Our sweet-ass time. Alright, so this is kind of what I was saying. Like, you don't even have to angle until... not this part, this part. Now we have to start, like, steering better. Because now it's not a straightaway path anymore. This is where you gotta get good. I'm seeing some bridges leading away, which makes me a little nervous. Hopefully I haven't missed something. Ooh, oh, we're doing so well. So, like, I think that's kind of the pattern. It's like, get a good start. Just let the bounces carry you. And just focus on, like, landing. Ooh, not doing that. Then you're good. Final Fantasy 16's combat. No, I didn't know they were working on oh wait, no, I did. I did know they were working on Final Fantasy 16. I just forgot about it. But the same people that did Dragon's... oh, really? That's exciting. I know you're a fan of Dragon's Dogma, Void, and I have a number of friends that really, really like DMC5. So that's encouraging. Oh, who lives in a planet up under the sea? That's all very encouraging. Sorry, sometimes I'll like hear myself go, oh, and I think of the SpongeBob intro. So that's why that little musical interlude happened. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Excuse me? The fuck was that bullshit? So, what happened behind the scenes there is that I tried to correct the path very slightly by moving only slightly to the right. And I thought to myself, if I move slightly into the curve, I won't hard hit it. I'll just maybe bounce at a sharper angle. Little did I know that they hit me with the Uno reversal card. And I just fucking mirror moded myself off the edge like an idiot. I was gonna say, and I knew as I was approaching, I was like, I'm just gonna hit the chest. Gonna bounce off the wall. Really good combat. Yeah, I haven't really like legit played the game myself before, and I really want to, because of course I know Void, you're a huge fan of it, and I have a couple of the friends that really like it a lot. It's kind of, I mean, I know a lot of comparisons are made to like Dark Souls, obviously, but the combat does look very, very good. The musical episode. After playing the Goron challenge on the moon for 13 hours straight, Super Hobbit begins to lose his mind and break into musical song and dance at unpredictable intervals. Alright, here we go. So yeah, if you can get past those like first 2 or 3 jumps, then the rest of it is... It's easier to get some distance going, because like after the... easier, obviously, like it's still easy to fuck it up, but like you can usually get a few more jumps in pretty consistently. It's just getting that good start is tricky. There we go. I feel pretty good about this. I feel so confident. Gonna do this. Hands above the table. Because yeah, once you get that first jump real solid, then the rest of it's easy peasy. Oh yeah, I just noticed the gossip stones. Whoa. So there's stuff on the sides you can reach that I guess are optional. They probably say things like, here's where you get this mask. Twitch Sings. Actually, I'm pretty sure Twitch Sings has been disabled now. It's good while it lasted. Although I never actually used it myself, and I didn't really have any interest in it. But yeah, I know it was a big one for sure. There's a lot of people that would stream it. Starting to talk. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I like to think I can multitask, but yeah, maybe I shouldn't try to multitask. I can tell you that a lot of times if I talk while streaming, a lot of times I just kind of turn part of my brain off and just start flapping my gab. But there's still some brain juice that is being used. Even if it's small juices, they are still juices. Yeah, it's all for a heart piece. That's correct. Ooh! Speaking of using my brain, oh, thank you for again for that cheer. Oh, that's Shelly. Thank you so much, Shelly. That's so freaking kind. And yeah, by all means, if you have to get to bed, that's totally fine. I know it is getting late, obviously. I'm like a weirdo. I started my stream later than I meant to. Ooh, a little wobbly there. Yeet. Okay, so far so good. We're not done yet, though, boys and girls. Boing. Oh, easy money. Easy game, easy life. Thank you so much, Shelly, for that 100 bits. That was very kind of you, my friend. You're always so dang generous, and I really appreciate you. And I'm looking forward to Shadowrun in a few weeks, right? I think we're starting 2 weeks from yesterday, because it'll be on Thursdays, right? It's very exciting. Yeah, easy. First try, obviously. Also, Priority, good to see you, friend. Yeah, the 15th-ish. I'm excited. It's gonna be dope. I still need to work on my character, but not tell anybody I said that. Don't let anybody know that I still haven't worked on my character yet. I have some ideas on what to do, though, on what to do for my character, but I need to, like, you know, actually do the twerk. Also, I want to read this thingy. Wouldn't it be shitty if I were to just yeet myself off the edge like an idiot by accident? It would be a shame if I were to just enter the void. That's not gonna. Nah, I'm just fucking around. The charming mercenary. Ooh, baby, that sounds fun. Charismatic mercenary person to charm those like the NPCs to work in our favor. Yeah, it gets like stressful, doesn't it, Ice Coffee? I have that with some other streamers. Like, I'll watch them do something shit like that, and it's like, ugh, I'm nervous. Let's see what the guy says. Oh, wrong mask. Whoops. I was like, that's a weird thing for it to say. Great Fairies mask is in the again. The Great Fairy in town had the Great Fairy mask, right? Like, yeah, we already know these things. We already have all these masks. I wonder if what they mean to say is like, oh, we're not done, by the way. I thought that was it. What they mean to say is, if you didn't already have this mask, here's how you would get to them. But yeah, it's a little bit weird. That is the hope. It's exciting though, Shelly. I'm very excited for the game. And thank you again. For those who are wondering, yeah, Lady Kisa is one of the people that I will be playing Shadowrun with. She was in our Pathfinder game as well. And she's a good friend and a good person. You're too kind. You're too kind to us, Shelly. Thank you again. Lady Shelly. Shelly's like, you will address me in the manner proper, fit for a lady. And bam. Wait, now I'm back here. Wait a second. Wait a god dang second. Where's this kid? Where is this child? So I did all that. Just to, wait, hold the god dang phone. What? This is the warp, right? This is the warp that got me here. So if I step on this, does this mean the child was waiting for me at the beginning all along? Or does that mean this child is hiding somewhere else in this accursed place? This god dang kid. This Goron's like, show this child to me! Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Is it you? No, it's not you. It's not you either. Show him to me. I will destroy you, man! No, I'm just kidding. I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk. This is my real face. Okay, fine. Yes, let's play again. Hide and seek. So we just have to find him. So he's not hiding at the end. He's just hiding somewhere. So we have to do all that again, but I need to, like, stop every so often and check the side paths, I guess. Yeah, I thought that was the end, the heart piece location. Unless there was a door that I just missed. That is possible. I've been known to miss these obvious things sometimes. However, we've done this once before, so we can do it again. Easy peasy. Oop. I say that as I instantly goof this up. Meow. Boing. Yeah, it makes me wonder if there's more. Oh, pfft. What the heck? If there's more to this that meets the eye, then either there was a door I just walked by and completely blinded, or there's something else that must be done. I'm thinking of checking like the bridges, checking the side paths to see what comes out from that. Ooh, that's looking a little bit dicey. Yeah. Can I bring it around? Oh, this is stressful. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're good. So I'm gonna stop here. Give me some magics. This is a narrow walkway. Speaking of getting hand sweaty, arm spaghetti. Now that looks encouraging. And of course we have to like do a big jump. Yeah, that's the door. Okay, so we were supposed to... Okay, now I'm curious. What was the path I was supposed to take? Okay, so the long path is the only thing you need to do to get the heart piece. You just need to get to this island somehow, and obviously not go touch the middle. Okay, so that really wasn't that bad then. Bonk. Because the child isn't here. Alright, so what masks do I want to offer to this lad? You get these two. Two masks that are functionally not very useful. And when they're useful, well, that's not true. The cafe mask is useful for like first-time players, and the couples mask is good for one heart piece. More. I require more. What makes you happy? These are valid philosophical questions. What makes you happy, and does your answer, the thing you answer with, does it make others happy as well? Alright, and then of course the last one's gonna be Zorro themed. And I will offer to you, small child person, I'll give you the Gyros Mask and the Circus Leader Mask. Actually, yeah, Circus Leader Mask. If the answer is beer, then the answer is also... If the answer is beer, then the second answer is yes. But what does make you happy? Yeah, that's a valid question. Lots of things make me happy. My hobbies make me happy. Streaming, of course, video games, music, spending, you know, hanging out with friends, all that kind of stuff. So there's a number of things. So it's a lot of things make Alex happy. Being up at like this time of night, like being just kind of a night owl, like that's always comforting to me. Hanging out with my dog, animals in general. So there's a lot of things. A lot of things that I would say that make me happy. Are you a masked salesman? Are you a masked salesman? Give me free masks, is what this child says. Here, you can have this one. But yeah, what are the things that make us happy? Activities or ideas or just things in general that make us happy. Give you the mask of sense if in case it needs more. So he needs 3. And then the last one will need 4 masks then. Rain. Rain's a good one. I enjoy rain. I really like rain while I'm trying to fall asleep. If it's like late at night and it's like drizzling outside, it's always like, oh, so chill and like tranquil. I love it. Right. So I don't know. I think this is going to be like a choose your own adventure kind of deal. I'm just going to go. So we went left, left, right, right. And then what's my prize? Oh, wow, the child. However, well, actually, I don't know if it's the child. This might not be... Can I go backwards? I cannot. I want to get the heart piece, though. Hope it's an opportunity to try this again. Take it off. Oh, God. Can I warp out? This is awkward. I didn't want to, like, instantly find you, dude. I wanted to get the heart piece first. What I would like to do... I can't just warp out, can I? If I try this... It'll let me get back to the entrance of the dungeon. Yeah, like a rainy weekend, yeah. Like today, for instance. Today was cold and gray. Ah, nothing, yeah. Cold and gray and rainy and gross, and I kind of like it. I want more masks. One of my favorite things is listening to music that like fits a certain vibe, and like based on the weather or the season, just based on a number of external factors. And on days like this, when it's gray and rainy and cold, I like to listen to bands like Alice in Chains. Just, you know, fucking not like angry, but just kind of like mildly pissed off, just melancholy music. Love that shit. I require more, he says. Ask a question. The right thing. What is the right thing? And if you do the right thing, does it make everybody happy? No, not always. Doing the right thing will make some people happy, but it doesn't make everybody happy. It doesn't even always make you happy, necessarily. I want to see if I can find that kid again so I can do his challenge once more. I want that heart piece. The Cure, that's a band I need to get more, I need to like try more of. I've only heard like a few of their songs. Doing the right well, there's that too, yeah. There's that dude. Oh crap, did I miss my one opportunity? Shucks, dude. I was hoping I could like try again. Maybe we can like try all of them again after we do this last one. This last challenge. Nice weather, isn't it? You have a lot. Makes the air feel lighter. Yeah, it kind of has that smell, right? It's weird, but like, yeah, just like the air smells clean and fresh and moist. Whoops, wrong button. So yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Just the feeling of like rainy air. It's very pleasant and comforting. I think we're gonna have to get rid of all of our cool masks, unfortunately. He's gonna want 4 of them, right? More. I require more. Let's keep the Mask of Truth. Giant's Mask could, like, come in legit handy. We can probably get rid of Great Fairy's Mask, though. Unless he just wants all of them. Okay, no. I mean, Bunny Hood is always useful. Always, always useful. Bunny Hood, you really can't go wrong. In fact, I'm not sure what this one's gonna be. If the last several were like Deku and Zora and Goron themed, I'm guessing this one is just gonna be like fighting things as all of them themed or something. Boss battle maybe? Or mini boss battle maybe? Dinophos. The intelligent. I love it. I distinctly remember trying to fight one of these in Majora's Mask randomizer without having a shield, and man, that was frustrating. Without having a shield and having like 2 heart containers. It's a little bit spicy. And not the slightest bit nicey. Also, I went the wrong way, like an idiot. I knew that was gonna happen. Actually, I can make this spicier with big boy sword, hell yeah. Shing. Mask of Truths. Give me some truths. The one cursed by the strange sparkling gold spiders. He did, and now I haven't. There we go. That's the input I was looking for. Whoop. That's a hard attack to dodge. Thankfully, the... oh, right, he does that thing. Right, I forgot about that. Thankfully, the fairy sword is so overpowered. Yeah, I love how he, like, holds out the bomb, and it's just the icon of the bomb. It's very appropriate. Bundle of arrows. Oh boy, got it. It's a randomizer reward. Actually, maybe that's the game's way of saying you're gonna need arrows in the next room. I was wondering the same thing, Five. What I might do is do 2 versions of fighting Majora's Mask. We'll fight him once without Fierce Deity Mask, just because I've actually never fought Majora without Fierce Deity Mask, and I'm curious to see like how it's supposed to go down without it. But fighting him with Fierce Deity Mask is a lot of fun, but so unfair because Fierce Deity Mask is so OP. I love it though. Oh, Demon, what's good to see you? It's good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. That is a good combo, by the way. I like that emote combo. Excuse me. We are approaching the end. Madame Aroma has Cafe's mask. Yes, I'm quite aware. We got one of these bad boys. I'm curious to how many hits it'll take to get to the center of this juicy pop. And of course his movements are faster, but also his attacks are faster, which is different compared to Ocarina. Went down like a chump though, hell yeah. Just get drunk as shit. Wait, oh, like, you mean like, getting drunk and like, talking about like the game's themes with like the people who made the game? Because that'd be really cool, like just being a, let's see. Something we can jump to, right? Just being able to like, go deep into the themes of the game and all that jazz. Let me use the mask or the lens of truth. See if there's something I should be able to see. Unless there's something I'm missing on the ceiling, maybe. Something else I can do. They have to be, yeah, I would assume so. Yeah, it'd be really cool to like learn more about what they were thinking with certain ideas of the game. Because I mean, there's certain things that you can kind of like that are, I think, hinted at pretty strongly. But there's a few spots that I'm like uncertain about. It's like, I wonder if this thing was intended or if I'm just reading too much into this. Like if if this theory of mine is correct about certain characters and certain actions being done. I don't know. I mean, I could go back the way I came. Maybe I'm supposed to. Maybe if I check this one, he says something different now. Oh, it has to be on this side, I guess. Yeah, cafe mask, yeah. So let's see, he gave me bomb shoes. Maybe there's something I'm supposed to bomb on that side. Like a switch somewhere that I'm just not seeing. Could be on this side too, for that matter. Like if there's a switch on the wall somewhere, maybe, that we have to bomb chew to. Oh! There it is. Right, so bomb chew is a little bit tricky because their quantities are limited, but I'm sure we'll be able to get this. Whoops, wrong button. So I gotta go back a little bit further because the fuse is a lot bigger than I thought it would be. Back a little bit further still. Actually, maybe I need to go the opposite way because it seems like I'm running out of time before it reaches... running out of space rather before it reaches the end of the timer. There we go. Oh, that's a good point too. The timer's going while it's in your hands. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the microphone there. Yeah, the timer is going while it's in your hands. It's not blinking, or it's blinking, but it's not making a noise. But yeah, it does blink, confirming that it is counting down. Just not as obvious. Bomb chew instead of, or bomb jutsu. Dude, that would be an interesting type of martial art. It makes me think of that one scene, I think it's in Fist of the North Star, where the guy's like, you call throwing dynamite into the, you call throwing dynamite a martial art? And the guy's like, hey, as long as it works. All Night Mask was sold at the Curiosity Shop? Oh, yes. Alright, so the heart piece is pretty hard to ignore. Seems like that's right along the way. Which means the child is probably at the end here. Owner of the Curiosity Shop has the Keaton mask. Yep, accurate. The Fist of the North Star thing. Yeah, I don't know the full context, obviously, because I haven't actually seen the show, but... Oh, there we go. Let's think about this. So the strat, since this is a smaller room, the strat is going to be a matter of timing it just right. Ooh, close. I must relinquish it a little bit sooner. Oh, yes! Nailed it. Oh, it still works though. Still totally counts it. Alright, I'll take it. So there's the dude. I did find you. More masks. So he wants 4 more, and I think I only have 4 to give. Yep, that's exactly it. So I actually need to take this mask off. Oh, so what I should have done was I should have said, yes, I'm going back. Yeah, I see. Now I understand where I went wrong previously. With that one kid whose heart piece I didn't get. Oh, I'm sad to get rid of the bunny hood. It's my favorite. Save all the best ones for last. Then I have only one last one to give. I mean, the stone mask is nifty, but yeah, I didn't really have any practical use for it, really. Your true face. What kind of face is it? The fleshy kind, I hope. The face under the mask. Yeah, that's one of the themes to this game too. The notion of like how we present ourselves to others. You know, the mask that we wear to others versus our true self. The face that is concealed. Spikies. So there's the lad. I think... Man, this sucks. I think we might have to, like, do this all over again to get that one heart piece that I missed. Which is a bummer. I should have done a... Well, had I known it was going to be a broken bridge, I should have done, like, a save point, or a save state, rather. Everyone has gone away, haven't they? Will you play with me? Now, hold on. No. You're a boring kid. You're a nerd. So one thing I don't know about is how I get Fierce Deity Mask. I know in order to get the Fierce Deity Mask, you have to relinquish all of your current masks. But I don't know what happens to get the Fierce Deity Mask. I think I have to say yes to his inquiry of where to go. Or do I want to play with him? It's not required, but I guess it's required in the sense of I want this to be a 100% playthrough, but it's not required in order to be able to beat the game. Yeah, maybe if I just say yes. Because yeah, the plan is to make it a 100% playthrough for sure. Yes, I will. I have no masks left. Let's do something else. Good guys against bad guys. Okay. There it is. Nice of that child to give me the Fierce Deity Mask. Since he's, you know, wearing Majora's Mask. I'm the bad guy, and when you're bad, you just run. That's fine, right? So ominous. Shall we play? And I like how it doesn't even give you another prompt to ask if you're ready. So that's about this. This time when we do this, I'm not going to do the save state or anything like that. I'm just going to fight him legit without the Fierce Deity Mask. And then once I get the last heart piece, then we'll fight him again with Fierce Deity Mask and do it all legit and proper. So I'm assuming light arrows will be involved. We're going to beat the shit out of him with the fairy sword. And I don't know, hook shot maybe. I don't know. Who fucking cares? We got plenty of health and plenty of damage dealing stuffs. But yeah, I've never done this battle without Fierce Deity Mask, so I'm kind of curious to see how it all goes. Actually, maybe I should try once without light arrows, because it might not be necessary. We got plenty of arrows, but only so much magic. So, bloop, there we go. Let's see what it says. Remember your battles. When it deflects your weapons, what was its backside usually like? Yeah. So I'm guessing bonk. Yep. So I gotta wait for him to expose his weak spot. Whoops. It's like I would need him to like come down lower. Maybe I could. Oh, almost. There's like a very brief moment in time where he has his back turned to you. I think that's when you're supposed to strike. Ooh, almost. Oh, almost. Dang. Also, Majora's Mask is huge. There we go. Like, look how big he is. Big smack. Ooh, wow. That was enough to uncork the dudes. Oh. Uh-oh. The game crash? Oh. Whew. I was a little nervous. I was like, what's going on here, dudes? There we go. Yes, cut down to my level. Oh, yeah, you got the laser vision, huh? I see that. I see you. I see you with the laser vision. Ouch. Ouch. That's not nice. Focus on the dudes so we can get that laser vision bullshit out of here. Ouch. I started Majora's Mask. There we go. That works. Just like how the theme with the giants was so sad, this boss battle music is also so sad. Like in most video games, you have like the sequence where it's like, hey, you're fighting the bad guy, here's some triumphant and exciting music. This time it's like, nope, it's all sad and horrible. He says we're the bad guys, and we have to just run. Also, there's the inspiration behind that one particular combo when you play a Skull Kid in Hyrule Warriors where he shoots his eye lasers. There's the inspiration. Here's some more lasers. Oh. Oh, come on. Just waiting for my time to strike. What if I get behind you now? I don't think you're gonna let me do it, will you? Oh. He really likes that eyeball laser move, doesn't he? They put the title of the game at the end. Yeah, kind of literally, right? Because, yeah, we're fighting Majora's Mask. I mean, that's the namesake. Oh, I thought that was it. It's tricky. Eternal Cinia, or Cinia. I don't think I know that one, but it's kind of similar. Darn it, man. It's hard to rely on the lock-on, but you almost kind of need to. Hopefully there's an arrow recovery thing at some point. Yeah, I think I see the bushes on the sides. He's such an agile boss. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't be doing the lock-on. Maybe I should try to aim manually. Oh, there aren't... Oh, shit, never mind. I was gonna say, I thought there were gonna be some kind of way for us to... Oh, shit. For us to get arrows back. Okay, there we go. We don't have infinite arrows, though. Yeah, I think I'm not supposed to lock on manually. Ooh. That hurts the eyeballs a little bit, though. I wish I could dodge that without doing it this way. Where'd you go? Where are you? Oh. I feel like I'm not even close. I don't know. Maybe you do just have to lock on and just try to get lucky. Hello? I would like to acquire a lock-on, please. Where are you? There you are. Like I can see him, but yeah, it's like there's just no chance to react in time. Yeah, I can't use the hookshot either. Doesn't do much damage, but it's annoying. And now... Come on, like, do the thing where you... Oh, you're doing this. Okay. That move's, like, a lot easier to dodge. And just kind of easier to deal with, really. That I can... Oh, what? Oh. Okay. No, I want to fire the arrow. That one. See, left. Not up. Damn it. Okay, yeah, he's doing this one, though. That's a lot easier to deal with. Okay, he's gonna fly upwards now. Gonna get as close as I can. Oh, damn it. So close, man. So close. All right, I'm gonna disengage. Yeah, more laser bullshit. Ah! I wish I could do that without the eye burnination happening. Oh, there's like such a brief moment in time where he exposes his backside. Exposes the booty. I'm gonna get a lock on. Oh, there was it. Yeah. Is there something I could do? Okay, now he's got his back to me. There's something else I could do to, like, expose him. Oh, man, that was it, too. I just need like, one hit, and then I'm good. Because I can just smack him once with the fairy sword, and that'll, like, put him to the next scene, or to the next phase, rather. It's so fast. Ouch. Ouch. Eventually I'm just gonna run out of arrows though, and then I'll just be screwed. And I'll have to fight him. I guess I could just only fight him with the Fierce Deity mask, I guess. Actually, yeah, maybe I should try light arrows. Did I try that earlier? It just gave me arrows and magic. Ouch. I thought I tried light arrows earlier, but maybe I didn't. Oh, of course, right as he has his back to me too. Okay, well that works too. There we go. See, like, the fairy sword just makes short work of him anyway. I was gonna go into having legs mode. Legs and arms mode. Sad and horrible. Yeah, he is. Wait, sad and horrible because Majora's Mask is the protagonist? I mean, maybe from how Majora's Mask sees it. Also, he does this. He's a strange lad. He's so fast. Ouch. I think you just like run up to him and smack him. I forgot about all the dances he does though. I was gonna try to shoot him with, I guess, light arrows, yeah. So fast. There we go. Such a strange lad. Damn it. Oh, that's where that noise comes from. It comes from Majora's Mask. Second form. There we go. He's so quick, though. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. No, I want to do this. Oh, fuck. I can't do the spin puts. What am I doing wrong? I can't do the spin attack. There we go. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm wondering if I can, like, cheese it without having to do a shot to the dome. I'm having a really hard time doing the spin attack with the Great Fairy Sword. Keeps getting registered as a C up. I wonder... Actually, give me one sec. I'm just going to unplug my controller. The fact that I'm having such a hard time doing C right inputs makes me wonder if my controller's being weird. Give me one sec. I, like, got goofed up somehow, or I have to recalibrate it. Put this back on. But I felt way behind in chat. But yeah, we're saying Majora's Mask is the protagonist. I guess Majora would say he's the protagonist, but you know he's inherently evil, so it's not like, oh, he's like evil but for a good cause. It's like, nah, he's just a you know, evil force and whatnot, powerful and evil force. Yeah, not an upbeat, victorious soundtrack, exactly. It's just such an antithesis to other Zelda games where usually there's some kind of like epic battle theme, but now it's just like, oh. This whole game is sad. Would the fire beam charge up the sword? I wouldn't think so, although it occurred to me to think the same thing about how in Ocarina of Time when you're fighting Kotake and Koeme, the fire beam that Koeme wields is very similar to the one that he's got. So yeah, I wondered the same thing if it was like, if there was some kind of overlap there. Just very unhinged, yeah. Like it's weird and almost kind of funny how like weird and wonky his movements are, but yeah, it makes me wonder if it's... Yeah, no, it seems a little bit better. It's like, yeah, just showing how unhinged he is. Like, it's silly and goofy, but it's also unnerving. Man, I'm still having a hard time swinging the sword. Okay, there we go, he knocks us down. There we go. Yeah, sometimes really have a hard time using just the C-stick to just like use equipment sometimes. And when you're doing this spin put, you know, you obviously rotate the main control stick, but maybe that movement also like kind of jostles the controller enough where it's hard to get it to be a pure like C right or C left input. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, so I think that's a sign I should maybe get my shield out. There we go. Ouch. Okay. Can I? Ouch. There we go. Shield's out. Perfect. And now what's he doing? Okay, time to shoot him. They close the gap. There we go. Can I just like smack him? Or does that have to be light arrows? I can just like walk up to him and bop him. Obviously light arrows are a tried and true method. Yeah, I think it has to be light arrows. Ouch. This boss battle doesn't do much damage, but he's just kind of annoying when you don't have the Fierce Deity mask. Ah, it's too far away. I only have so many arrows left. Need to wait for him to do the thing where he's like waiting. Oh, not that. There we go. Alright, I gotta stop and put this away. Put my shield away. Wait, I want to put my shield away. Or put the sword away so I can take my shield out. There we go. Cool. Because that's the thing. If you press the shield button with the Great Fairy's sword out, he just like raises his arms up, but he doesn't put the shield up. So you have to like stop, put the sword away, then raise the shield up. So it's a little bit weird. Ouch. Oh, shucks. He's really quick, so you gotta wait for just the right opportunity. There it is. Oh, whoops, wrong sword. Oh, shucks, that's okay. Here, what if I do this? There we go. Ask him to just stand there. There we go. And I think that's it, right? That's the last sequence? Yeah, I think that's it. So we get to see this twice, actually, because... yeah, that was like... we'll say that was like the incomplete version of the fight, since we're missing one heart piece, and we didn't use the Fierce Deity Mask. If we do that fight with the Fierce Deity Mask, it's a lot faster and a lot... well, I don't know if it's more fun, but it's definitely faster. Hey, Hasmonti, Happy New Year to you as well, my friend. It's good to see you. We're gonna fight Majora one more time, but we are nearing the end of Majora's Mask. Skull Kid is Majora's Mask's mask. Interesting, yeah, because I mean, you know, he's wearing the mask, or is the mask wearing him? I mean, the mask was the one that was really calling the shots. That's an interesting perspective. That is a cool, like, name for that last boss. Yeah, Majora's Wrath. Food and booze. My New Year's was very, like, chill. Grace and I got some food from a nearby, like, 24-hour diner that does really, really good food. I mean, usually when people think, like, diner food, they think cheap, greasy bullshit, but this was actually, it was, like, really good stuff. We've been there plenty of times before. We just got some carryout from this really nice diner nearby, and just, like, chilled at home, watched Netflix, watched YouTube videos, just nerded out, and it was really chill. And then went to bed at like 1 a.m. So it was really like boring and quiet. But I like it. I like boring and quiet personally. It's a very like mundane and chill celebration. That's just how I like it. The final boss of Adobe Fly. That can be a very challenging boss in and of itself. They hadn't forgotten about him. Yeah, because we know about the lore with the Skull Kid, or the Imp as he was referred. His unsavory background, and oh, he's still sad. Still thought of me as a friend. The sequence was, or the whole story back history with Skull Kid specifically is very sad and tragic. I mean, Majora's Mask can get fucked, but Skull Kid isn't inherently evil, just, you know, lonely. Hey, what's up, Nell? Heads with legs, yep. They've got legs, they know how to use them. Because that's like 90% of their body. The final... yeah, I did hear about that too, Algaso, yeah. It's official. Did you save me? I mean, we, you know, stopped the moon from blowing up the town and all that jazz. I mean, we did stuff. And we, like, kind of more or less by accident also prevented you from getting killed. So, yeah, sure. But they hadn't forgotten about you. Friends are a nice thing to have. Agreed. They're pretty nifty. Could you be my friend too? I mean, you did try to kill us multiple times, so, I don't know. Ugh. I like the little duck face, by the way. Same smell as the fairy kid who taught me that song in the woods, which is interesting. I'd forgotten about that little lore nugget, but that indicates that it was either the lone skull kid that, like, is just to the left of when you enter the Lost Woods, or one of the two Skull Kids that you have, like, the Simon Says challenge with. Which means, I wonder if he still has the Skull Mask somewhere, if this is the same one. Hey, Happy Mask Salesman got his deal. The evil has left the mask. Aw, now it's not going to be as valuable. Uncompleted for 15 years. But it was finished right before... really? Five Finger, that's interesting. Right before Flash went down. Because, right, January 1st, Flash is no longer supported. Same Skull Kid, yep. Yeah, well, yeah, one of them, right, yeah. Which is very fitting. Do you like how there's like no transition with Happy Mask Salesman's movements? He's like, I have the mask now, and now I'm bowing, so just very sudden. It's unnerving. Normal friends, yeah, not best friends, but at least normal friends. He's got the Mario mask, I think there's a Falco mask as well. He's got a whole collection, man. Just fade into nothingness, yep. Yeah, do we ever hear or see anything more from Mask Salesman after this game? Shouldn't you be returning home as well, he says. I wonder if that's implying that this is when Link is like, you know what, I am going to go back to the Lost Woods, or to Kokiri Forest at least, and then something happens, and then Twilight Princess events. Whether a parting be forever or merely for a short time, that is up to you, he says. Oh, nope, okay, I'm just going to bow now. Alright, very cool. I mean, I think it's implied that he's not just a regular dude. There's more to him than meets the eye. Yeah, that sounds good, Five Finger. Yeah, I'll definitely be here when you get back, because I'm sure to stream for another at least few hours. Quite a number of people happy. They're all filled with happiness. That's good. That's nifty. Flashpoint aims to preserve. Oh, yeah, I did hear about that Void, yeah. So that way they're not gone forever, but still, it is the end of an era. For better or for worse. It's snowing super hard, though. Oh, really, did you poop? It snowed a bunch here earlier, but it's been warm enough where the snow hasn't melted, or has melted, rather. Hasn't stuck. So the roads are fine, but it was snowing a lot earlier, for sure. Also, Forerunner, good to see you, friend. We are finishing Majora's Mask tonight. However, two things. One, this is a 100% playthrough, and I accidentally didn't pick up one of the masks inside of the moon. In the Zorro challenge, if you get to the end, first try accidentally, then you have to, actually what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to talk to the kid, and then don't give him any masks, and then he gives you the option to warp back to the beginning. And I didn't know that, because I accidentally found the kid first try, and I didn't find the heart piece. So I actually have to go through this again, so I can get that last heart piece. And then we're gonna fight Majora one more time, but this time with Fierce Deity Mask, which is gonna be a lot faster. Because we fought him just as regular Link this time, so it's like we're like in the two different kinds of last battles. It's obviously the same ending, obviously, like that won't change. Why don't you just leave and go about your business? Tattle's like, get the fuck out of here, Link. Now that you've, you know, saved the day. Link's like, alright, I will get the fuck out, thank you. But how can Link leave Tremenda back to Hyrule? Well, I mean, that's the thing. He's going home, quote unquote. Aw, little fairy hug. But knowing what we know about, I don't want to really spoil it just because I know that there are people that haven't played, that, well, I don't know, I guess I'll just say there's a certain link, so to speak, with this game and Twilight Princess, I guess is all I'll say. And I think it's implied that after the events of this game, this Link tries to go home and then something happens. And then that then has some kind of correlation with one of the characters that you get to experience in Twilight Princess. This is a cool ending sequence though. Hey, they're playing the song we learned. The final boss of that Fierce Deity Mask. I didn't find that it was that hard, although we had double defense and almost all hearts. So that part was pretty easy. But it's really annoying because he's kind of hard to hit. The first phase in particular is the hardest just because you have such a tight window for hitting the like backside of his mask. So it's more annoying than anything. Going home could be a euphemism. I mean, it could be. I think it's to be taken more or less literal. Again, based on what we know about the stuff in Twilight Princess. Link is into... Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it, yeah. The timeline... Well, that's the thing, too. The timeline is kind of silly, and I think it's even kind of slapdash. I mean, the timeline was definitely thrown together after the fact. I mean, obviously, in the case of this game versus Ocarina, there was a common thread, but I think the link with this game and and Twilight Princess was more of a last-minute thing. Like, it was thought of well afterwards. Would I consider? Well, I don't know. It's kind of a spoiler. It's not like a huge one, but it is an interesting little fun fact, and it's one that is kind of hard to piece together, honestly. Like, based on what we know about this game and what we know about the Lost Woods in general, and like some dialogue that's said by the hero's shade, it's not super obvious. But it's, I don't know. Is it a spoiler? Maybe, kind of, sort of, but probably not really, honestly. Yeah, that's the thing. It's an old game too, so it's like, I'm not that, like, you know, worried about it necessarily. Explain myself. Oh, you mean like the whole thing with the hero shade and Twilight Princess? All right. So how's about this? I'll explain what this is, and for those who don't want to know what it is, I will wave my hands. I'll wave my hands when I'm done talking spoilers. Okay, so here we go. Spoilers incoming with Twilight Princess and Majora's Mask. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, so in Twilight Princess, you get to interact with this character called the Hero Shade, which is this skeletal ghost dude that teaches you a bunch of really cool sword techniques and is a badass. And at one point, he makes mention of the fact that, like, he used to be a great warrior like you, blah blah blah, until I took an arrow to the knee. That his soul got lost somewhere along the way. And that we know that in the Lost Woods, for those who are not like of the Kokiri, they are cursed to wander the Lost Woods forever, and then they'll die and they'll lose, and their souls will be lost forever, and blah blah blah. It's like you're cursed for like a I don't know what the word for it is, but like you'll lose your soul, and you'll be like a husk of what you once were, and it's implied then that at the end of this game, this Link, the Link who played through the child stuff in Ocarina of Time and all of Majora's Mask, tries to go back to Kokiri Forest, but because he doesn't have an affair anymore, he's not a Kokiri, so to speak, and he gets lost in the Lost Woods and perishes, and becomes the Hero Shade, who is again this like skeletal husk of his old self. And that the Hero Shade teaches his knowledge to the Link in Twilight Princess. So that's it. And sorry, no more spoils. Hands are waving, no more spoils. So that's my understanding. Nell could correct me if I'm wrong, or if there was like details that I missed out on, because Nell is very much yet another licensed Zelda expert. Mufasa, yes, accurate. Also accurate. Mufasa's death is also referenced heavily in Twilight Princess and Majora's Mask. No, it's not, but imagine. Also, it's kind of cool seeing the wedding sequence and seeing like the zombie dad playing with this kid. It's like, oh, we see all these happy endings, man. It's really nice. Oh, my controller's falling asleep. Is Cafe still in kid mode, or is he big boy mode? Or maybe it's implied that, like, we can't see it. Can't see him, rather. Oh, Tingle's so happy. Gululimpa! Yeah, I think they're intentionally like hiding Cafe from us, because I'm curious if he's still cursed in his young form. It's in the yeah, it's also in the Hyrule Historia. Oh, I forgot about this part. He finds the corpse of his son. Yeah. Oh, it's so sad. Yeah, this game like has some moments that are so like sweet and heartfelt, and some moments that are like, dude. Nintendo, or people be like, Nintendo only makes games for kids, and it's like, yeah, kids that want like tragic fucking like trauma that they'll follow with them forever, man. Nell's a nerd. Yeah, the good kind of nerd. The cool kind of nerd. If you would have stayed an adult. Well, I understand that there's like, that's like where the timeline diverges, right? There's like 3 timelines that split off from the end of Ocarina of Time. Because on the one hand, there's like the Link that continues in young mode. Like, you know, he gets sent back to childhood and gets to live out his days and do the Majora's Mask stuff. And then there's the Link, well, and then there's 2 versions of the adult Link stuff. There's the adult Link that continues with fight with winning against Ganon and saving the day. But then there's another timeline in Ocarina of Time where Link loses and dies in the Ganon fight, and that is another timeline. So there's kind of 3 threads that split off from Ocarina of Time's ending. So I think the Ocarina of Time Link wins timelines turns into, I don't know, not Wind Waker. I think Wind Waker is the You Lost version. Does anybody remember? I still have my Hyrule Historia somewhere around here, but I don't have enough. I don't like have it super on hand exactly. Kind of more, but insane. Yeah, the Deku at the Deku. He's like the advisor to the king. Because yeah, he mentioned that like he was like, oh, I haven't seen my son in so long, and you remind me of him when he sees us in his Deku form. And of course, we saw the husk of a Deku child at the very beginning of the game, and that's how we get the Deku mask. So it's implied very heavily that we've like acquired his likeness from his corpse, and that he eventually finds him. There's a lot of moments like that, man. They're just like really fucking sad. The thing that I think gets me the most is Nell could correct me if I'm wrong on this, but because the details are a little bit fuzzy. But if you go to the third day, like the night of the third day, and go to Romani Ranch, you can talk to Crimea and Romani. And if you talk to Romani, she's like, oh boy, sister's taking me on an adventure. I'm so excited. And then you talk to Crimea, her big sister, and she's like, yeah, the moon's gonna crash into us and we're all gonna die, and I don't know how to tell her. So I'm making her think we're going on an adventure because I don't want her to be scared for, all of us meeting our untimely death. So it's like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude, what the hell, man? I don't want to be subjected to, no more tears, only dreams kind of discussions with children. That's kind of fucked. Also, I believe there's no way to, I mean, I can bring up this menu obviously, but I think I have to just reset now. He's an adult skeleton. Yeah, it's like, I guess that's the thing. It's like, does he die or does he just get cursed? And maybe it's more the latter, that he gets cursed. His acts are forgotten. Yeah, because it's been a long time, right? As a child. Oh, that's a good point too. Yeah, he didn't get the glory. Yeah, exactly. That's a good point too. Like, the stuff he would have done would have flown under the radar, except for Zelda, I guess. Well, but except that Zelda wouldn't know about him, though. That's the Wind Waker timeline. Oh, that's the good path. Okay. Does he find a statue of adult Link? And oh, you're right. I forgot about that. What are some games then that are on the bad path? Because I can't remember. It's a little. Is your sister drunk on milk? Oh wow, I forgot about that part too. Jesus, that's so brutal. Here's about this. Let me press this. Reset. Unsaved data will be lost. I guess that's okay though, because we got everything else, right? Hopefully that'll be okay. Legend of Zelda Back to the Future. Yeah, an Ocarina of Time at least it is, yeah. Pretty wild shit, dude. The 2D games. Oh, okay, so like Zelda 1 and 2. Yeah, I think you're right, for Runner. Alright, so, once again, we have all the masks back, which is nice, including this spicy boy right here. And what's fun about the Fierce Deity mask is that, well, sadly you can't wear it during normal times. I can't wear it here, as awesome as that would be. But what you can do is wear it in boss battles. So you could, if you wanted to, you could fight Odalwa, or the fish guy, or Gaunt. Actually, Gaunt you wouldn't really want to fight necessarily as Fierce Deity mask, but you can, I think you can fight any boss battle as Fierce Deity, which is really cool. Also, I'm gonna get some magic because, well, actually, I might as well fast forward time. But we're gonna need some magic because Fierce Deity mask costs magic to use, to wear rather. Link to the Past, Oracles, Link's Awakening. Okay. Oh, they're all the same Link. You know, that shouldn't surprise me actually. That does make sense. I knew that Link's Awakening and, well, I mean, Link's Awakening is kind of a special one though, right? Because, I mean, maybe it's a little bit of a spoiler. Alright, same thing. So I'll wave my hands when I'm done talking spoilers. So, Link's Awakening, huge fucking spoilers. And 3, 2, 1. And then I'll wave my hands afterwards. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. So, Link's Awakening, it's all a dream. So, things don't actually happen, but he, like, dreams of a journey. So it's like, yeah, that's like a weird one, I guess. But yeah, for the other ones, for sure, it does make sense. Okay, anyway, no more spoilers. No more spoils. Hand flailing. That's interesting. Yeah, I hadn't even considered that they'd all be the same Link. Then the first two games, yeah. Yeah, I knew that the first Zelda game is pretty far into the timeline. And they're the same Link, but they have different... Oh, I didn't know that. So Link 1 and 2, or Link 1 and 2, Zelda 1 and 2, it's the same Link but different Zeldas. It makes sense that they'd be the same Link, but different Zeldas is wild. Yeah, I think Link's Awakening does that beautifully. I think Link's Awakening's way of doing that is awesome. And Mario 2's way of doing that is bullshit. So, like, it can be done well for sure. Oh, there we go. Actually, now might be a good time. I was thinking I might want to do it later. You know what? How's about this? I kind of have to use the restroom. So now might be a good time for a little bit of a BRB. I've been streaming for about 3 hours. Yeah, now's a good time for a BRB. Oh, I'm sorry, Lilith. Right as Lilith gets here. I'm sorry. I'm going to take a quick BRB. I need to use the restroom. Might take the dog out. Give me like maybe 5 or 10 minutes or so. It shouldn't take terribly long. Oh. Down. There we go. Gonna take a little bit of a BRB, use the restroom, take the dog out, all that jazz, and then we're gonna beat Majora's Mask one more time. Gonna get the last heart piece, and then fight Majora's Mask with, or Majora, really, with the Fierce Deity mask, which I'm very excited for. I might as well just unpause and just kind of chill here, just because I've got plenty of time to get caught up on chat, just because we're just gonna be waiting here for a while. I think if I play this again, then it'll be like, yeah, sorry, you can't, like, go forward in time anymore. But thank you all for being here, by the way. I really appreciate people chilling with us. I know this is an older game, and it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I'm grateful that there are people that are enjoying it as much as I am, because this game is awesome, of course. Now let's talk to this guy real quick. And thank you for the emotes, by the way. The emotes are 100% appreciated, especially when I'm BRBing, and that way it powers me up. It's like they're like vitamins to me. They mega charge me. The emotes when I'm BRBing. But anyway, yeah, just took a little bit of BRB, refilled my water, grabbed a Gatorade to really mix it up. So hell yeah, getting nice and weird with it. Yeah, I want more hearts. I want more magic. I want more of the good shit. Although we were gonna get a heart piece before we get to the end anyway. So the hearts are less of an issue, but the magic absolutely is. In fact, let's grab Bunny Hood so we can go fast when we get these hearts. Let's see. So I'm getting caught up on chat here. There we go. When the first Zelda was under development, first supposed to be electronic chips. Interesting. Set in the past and future. Electronic chips. That part's interesting. I mean, it would make sense. Yeah, that Link is like, it's like the nomenclature of Link as we know him is like, yeah, kind of a link between like the game and the player, or like a link between, yeah, like different time periods. That makes sense too. That's interesting. Not really a normal. Yeah, exactly. If we're talking about Link's Awakening, yeah. So it links Zelda. Zelda 2 is older. Slumbering undisturbed. Oh, for centuries. Oh, I thought it was, yeah, see, I thought it was Zelda 2. It was the same Zelda, but like, yeah, she got cursed somewhere after Zelda 1. The first Zelda game, that is. Back into, yeah, woke up under his bed. Yeah, it's like, or in his bed, rather. Yeah, like, there's such thing as the, it was all just a dream thing being done perhaps not so well. Do everything in one side. Dude, I wish. I bet when it comes to watching speedrunners that they know really well how to like accomplish as much as possible in a single 3-day sequence, because I mean certain quests you just have to kind of like mainline, but there's certain things you can multitask for sure. Anyway, thank you all for the emotes as well. Those emotes were perfecto. Kind of like Legend of Goon, Sims, buy mode music. Yeah, I love it. I love all those things you mentioned, but yeah, the music we were jamming out to was the Zorro theme, Zora's Domain theme from Breath of the Wild, which I adore. I remember the first time I found Zora's Domain in Breath of the Wild, I just like sat there for like 10 minutes just like vibing to the music and like the atmosphere and like the water noises. Oh, just so tranquil. I mean, I love Zora stuff in every iteration in every Zelda game that they're in, but like in Breath of the Wild in particular, it's so special and so tranquil. A minimum of 96 ounces of delicious Chatoramani. That is a good block of text. I'm super okay with this. A free spa weekend. Check out the Great Fairy and North Clock Tower. Hell yeah. Good relaxing music. It's true. It's true. In fact, I have just enough time. We can actually jam out to some of them tunes too. Think I have time to do this? We'll go fast. Also, Adam, good to see you, buddy. Shelly was in here early. We were all vibing out to me attempting the Goron, like the Goron racing challenge. That's Inside the Moon. Here we go. We got some more music to jam out to. I love that. I love the Romani Ranch block of text that happened. It's very reminiscent of like Stay Hydrated bot, where it's like, you've been streaming for 3 hours. Make sure you've drinking this much water. I also like the idea of like, make sure you're drinking premium Chocho Romani. That way you get like infinite magic for 3 days, like a boss. Just live in the, yeah. Some of those backgrounds. Actually, for anybody who's curious, I've got a command that has info about the BRB screens that I use and the artist that that made them specifically. They're from a bunch of. Okay, there we go. So that means it's time to get back to the main area. But they're from a bunch of either they were developed for games that either didn't see the light of day, or they were for games that did come out, but the art that he made, like the specific art that he made that's on his website, weren't included in the release version of the game. So they're like art that did not end up getting used for retail projects for you know, one reason or the other. Which is unfortunate because the art is incredible. I think Mark Ferrari does a great job. Yeah, I love it. I love that kind of art, man. It's so cool. It's good to see that with you, Adam. I hope you're doing well, man. I did see your Facebook message or Facebook post rather about some of the health stuff you've been struggling with. So I'm sorry to hear it's been kind of frustrating for you, man. It does sound lame. The night version, yeah. I know the exact one you're talking about, man. It's so chill, man. It's so dope. Just Neuralink, yeah. Just fucking connect my brain right to it, man. Hi, Rossi, good to see you. Yeah, some PS1 menu. I can see that too. PS1 and also N64. Also, you know, all good choice, obviously. Makes you want to play it again. Majora's Mask, that is, Adam, because I do love this game. I will always sing this game's praises. Well, I mean, really, all Zelda games, really. Watch the Mega 64 video. In that case, it was perfectly timed, completely intentionally, Void. That was all by design, and not by random happenstance. Oh, wait. There we go. Some top tier, some top quality shitposts for Mega 64. There's some pretty good ones. It was a dream thing, yeah. Yeah, exactly, Five Finger, yeah, 100%. And with Link's Awakening in particular, I mean, you get kind of close with some of those characters, right? I mean, it's really sad and very tragic, and there's like certain NPCs that are like, that like make certain comments where when you see them in game for the first time, you don't really think too much about it, but if you play through the game a second time, knowing what happens to certain characters and like what they say and certain like side quests and certain like moments in the game, it's like knowing what you know about like how the end game is, it's like, oh dude, this is like too fucking real, man. It gets really sad, but in a way that's done, I think, very like beautifully and very artistically. But yeah, it's like a certain kind of sadness for Link's Awakening specifically. To 100%. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, it's, yeah, all bushes trimmed percent. Speedrun. It was a chill BRB. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Lilith. I appreciate that. I mean, like I said, I'm a huge Zelda nerd in general, but like, Zelda music is always something that's always very special to me. I saw something the other day on Twitter that was like, name some like video game music tracks that like get you like strangely misty-eyed and like you're embarrassed about it. And it's like, dude, I've got some. There's some tracks in Wind Waker and there's another game. Was it Twilight Princess? I think, yeah, there's a few tracks in Wind Waker and a few tracks in Twilight Princess where like if I'm in the right mood and it hits me just right, it's like, oh dude, I need like a moment, man. Like just give me a moment to like center myself, because like it just hits the feels just right, dude. In a good way, you know. It's not like I'm sad about it, just like it just, I don't know, man. Certain kinds of music, when it hits just right, it can be not like sad, but just melancholy. I guess maybe that's a word to describe it. It's bedtime for you. Oh yeah, sounds good, Adam. Like I said, I recognize it is getting kind of late. It's 10 here. It's a little bit after 10 here in Central Standard Time. So as always, people are not at all obligated to stay up, you know, just to watch my short little booty. Or my face, for that matter. I talk out of both sometimes, but no, by no means will I be upset if people have to leave, that kind of thing. I'm grateful to have people stopping in any capacity. And we're almost done with Majora's Mask, and when we switch over to Secret World Legends, I'm totally understanding if people were like, I might just go ahead and dip just because Majora's Mask is awesome, and Secret World Legends is great. I think it's great, but I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. But I do want to finish it just because we're super far in, and I do want to see it to the end. We're almost done with the Transylvania section, and there's some really cool pieces to that story that I'm really looking forward to. Some very, like, cool action-y sequences. 450 hours, would you like us to? Call an ambulance. 450 hours, can you imagine? Jesus. I mean, 24 hours with the Extra Life Marathon is a lot. I wonder, like, man, I don't want to know. I don't want to know what the Guinness, like, world record would be for, like, the most hours, like, streamed, or the most number of hours doing something live, whether it be streaming or, like, I don't know, podcasting or anything along those lines. I'm sure it's, like, upsetting. The restored version, right? Iced Coffee. I did go back and watch some of that, by the way. Thank you for sharing that. The clip of, or the VOD rather, of that gentleman who was showing the restored project. It looked incredible. Because it was like, he was playing it on PC, right? But it was the 3DS version, but with other, like, cleaned up textures. It looked great. Got me crying to, yeah, to Happy by Pharrell. The 24-hour streams. I do love them so much. They're so much fun. But they are a very large and wide variety of games, which is what I like. I have some friends that do the Extra Life 24-hour marathon, what have you, but they, like, just play one game the whole time. Like, I had some friends who were like, yeah, I'm gonna play League of Legends for 24 hours, and I'm just like, how are you not gonna die with that much, like, stress and or salt? That's, like, a dangerous amount of sodium for the human body. Nice weather, isn't it? I do have a lot. I'll play with you. Here, you won't get the bunny hood, because the bunny hood is special. I'll give you more of the useless bullshit mask that I'm not, like, gonna use at all. Here, you can have this one. I require more, he says. More. So maybe he wants 4 then, because he's, like, the last dude. There we go. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, because I thought you meant like the 24-hour charity thing we did earlier this year, a few months ago. Last year. Because yeah, for that one we did a 24-hour marathon and played a giant variety of games. And which again, I do enjoy the streams, but yeah, they can be exhausting for sure. All right, so I think I'm trying to remember how I arrived at the proper ending last time. I think I went left, right, left. Oh god, I just took one right turn and it almost like spat me out at the end. Press this. Oh, whoops. You can take fall damage from that? What in the world? So this is gonna reset me, hopefully. But yeah, I see what you're saying though. Yeah, like the channels that just kind of recycle either like a compilation of other content or just like various clips or like that kind of thing. Ouch. Oh shit, I want to take that one. Crap. You know what? I'll just take this all the way to the end then. Whatever the right-hand path is. All the way. I want to do the thing where I like shot up so high that I just took fall damage at the end. Left, right. I think so. I think so, Iced Coffee. I think you're right. Homies with Sungwon. I'll confess, did you poop? I don't know if I know what that is. Or what or who it is. Oh, okay. Left, right. Right. The other thing, too, is that I think in some cases you can end up in the same place, but with different paths, so it's a little bit tricky sometimes. Oops. There we go. Any backseating for this part? I mean, I'm definitely... Oh, frick. I wanted to go, like, all left. There we go. Actually, I guess that works. Because, yeah, this connects to the same path, doesn't it? I would say I'm definitely down for suggestions if it's like, oh, try this path. Oh, here we go. No, never mind. We found it. Okay. There it is. Last heart piece. Now it's the true ending. There we go, baby. A Zelda... Oh, wait. Pro ZD. So is that a Zelda person? Oh, extra life stuff. Oh, cool. Yeah. That's awesome. Because yes, I know a number of people that do extra life, and I've in a previous life worked a little bit with people who work on the extra life stuff, like from an administrative perspective. So I would say I'm relatively experienced in the world of the extra life stuff, but yeah, I definitely don't know everybody who has worked on it in the past or works on it currently even. He's gonna want more masks. So we'll give him Cow Mask, Dangero, and this one. Yeah, I just kind of stumbled upon it though, which was great. I want more masks, he says. So his name is Pro ZD, I gotcha. Some parody videos? Or would they be any that you've shown me, Void? I know you've shown me some pretty wonderful, ridiculous things on YouTube. And we have what we need. I'm guessing if we were to do this all again, go through all 4 kids, do their challenges, find them and all that jazz, and then give away all of our masks, then he would still say he's gonna give us something, but I think it would just be like a 50 rupee probably. What did I miss the first time? So I missed one of the heart pieces. And it was the heart piece from that particular challenge. Because I accidentally stumbled upon the dude at the very, very end without meaning to. Here, I'll just have that. And I guess that. So I just by complete accident stumbled upon the kid. And I didn't realize that if you reach the end, if you reach one of the children, they of course want more masks. If you refuse their offer, or their demand rather, you only have weak masks. Yes. Well, shall we go? That yeah, if you refuse to give them a mask, they'll just be like, "Oh, do you want to go again?" And you can say yes, and then they'll warp you back to the beginning of the dungeon. I didn't know that. Also, check this shit out. Yes, sir. We got big boy mode. Hell yeah. So cool. So anyway, yeah, so I warped to the end by accident. I didn't know there was a way to get back to the beginning. So I was like, I guess I'll complete this challenge. And then when I did, it just thrust me to the end. I was like, well, that means I've missed a heart piece. So we had to go back and do it again. Although I wanted to beat this boss a second time anyway, because I wanted to fight him as the Fierce Deity form, which is a lot of fun. I've probably seen him. Okay. Yeah, maybe I have seen him and I just didn't realize it was him. Yeah, anybody who knows the good shit has probably experienced it in one way or another. I like to think I'm worth my salt. Yeah, Big Boy Link with the Big Boy Link noises and everything. Super form, aka makes this like whole challenge so much easier. I don't think we have to kill these guys, but I think it's generally a good idea because these are annoying to deal with sometimes. There we go. Trying to get a lock on, not to you. Ouch. There we go. You'll do. There we go. Because not only is the sword badass, but it locks on, or it fires laser beams. Much like other Zelda swords of your Master Swords even. So it's kind of bonkers, actually. There we go. Oh, really, Five Finger? I hadn't even thought about that. Man, how would you do... You're saying like once per form, right? Because I mean, man, Zorro form I could definitely see. Goron form I'm not sure about though, because he doesn't have a ranged attack, does he? I don't know how you'd be able to hit the very first form. This form I think is quite doable, as well as the final form. But that first form is so quick and agile. It's really hard. There we go. I think really hard to get a hit even with a ranged weapon. But that'd be a really cool challenge though, for sure. Super Saiyan form. Yeah, dude. It's so overpowered, man. It makes this boss a complete joke. Oh, okay, switching between them. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. That'd be a fun challenge too, I think. Yeah, I really feel like the first form would be the only real challenge. I mean, the other one's a challenge too, but ouch. There we go. It's like I can't lock onto him. Oh, now I can lock on. There we go. There it is. Easy peasy. Got the link right there. Perfect. Thank you, Digipoop. I shall look this lad up later. Oh, this guy. Yeah, I've seen this guy. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, I've watched his stuff before. I've seen his stuff on Twitter and YouTube for that matter. So yeah, he is very prolific. I think of like some of the parody stuff that he's done previously, which is pretty good. Some Starlink internet. Oh, nice dinner. That sounds good. Good to see you, Iowan. Hope you're doing well, my friend. We just beat Majora's Mask again. Do I want to go through this whole sequence again? I guess we might as well. But that is it for Majora's Mask, friends. We just got the last heart piece, got all the masks. We got to see the ending with just the vanilla fighting him as Link, and then we got to see the ending fighting him as Fierce Deity Mask. Of course, the Fierce Deity Mask is this, like, forbidden power that's kept inside of the moon that is given to us by this, like, child that's wearing Majora's Mask. I guess the implication there, it's like we've been given this, like, powerful, maybe even, like, evil thing. I don't know. I don't really exactly know what the Fierce Deity Mask is or where it came from. But getting it on the moon is significant, obviously. Without a moon, would Great Bay get messed up? Do you mean like with the lack of the moon there to like bring in the waves with the gravitational pull? Because that would be something. Switch player controls? Oh, God. Oh, wait. Oh, multiplayer. Oh, I see. Yeah, that'd be awesome, but yes, incredibly frustrating and really fun, I'm sure. Well, fun for people who enjoy such challenges. And like an Extra Life Con? That'd be cool. I've never actually gone to Extra Life United. I would like to, but of course it's all the way in Florida, so it'd be the kind of thing obviously where I'd have to, you know, organize my schedule around it and, you know, pay for like hotel and all that jazz. It's expensive and it would take time to plan for, but it would be really cool to go. Oh, that's right, Nell. I have seen that. Yeah, the Young Link or the Fierce GD like aesthetic gear. I don't think it changes your skill or your stats at all. I don't think. Well, actually, no, that's not right. It would have stats, right? Because all the gear in Breath of the Wild has some kind of stat boost to it. The Fierce Deities are a thing in boot. Oh, interesting. So it's like has some kind of basis in like real life religions then. Doubles your attack power. That's pretty damn good then, yeah. That does sound pretty cool actually. I don't have the Young Link amiibo. I have Adult Link, Ganondorf. Looking at the ones I have on the shelf next to me. I've got Mario, Captain Falcon. Mario, Captain Falcon, Ganondorf, Adult Link, and Bowser. I think those are the 5 I have. Yeah, I think that's it. Which is not to say that those are my best characters, but they're just some of my favorites to play. Every 30 seconds it would change between the... Yeah, it's like you have 2 to 4 players who are playing with controllers plugged in, or I guess their keyboard synced if they're playing like remotely. And yeah, it like rolls, it maybe once every 30 seconds or once every 2 minutes or something like that. It rolls a dice and sees like who gets to control at any given moment. And you can, maybe like, I'm trying to think like maybe there's a timer on screen, maybe there isn't. So there's a little warning. So you're in the middle of a boss fight and you have to switch off. Just kind of like a relay race, really. A Dark Souls relay race. I think it could be cool. Given that the number of weird and again that motion is so weird. The number of weird and cool and creative mods for the various Dark Souls games in the Dark Souls scene is pretty sweet. Something like that I think would fit in very well. shouldn't you be returning home as well? Thanks, like, that's a good idea. I hope I don't get lost along the way and get turned into a accursed shade. Wouldn't that be a pity? Also, I wonder how we can get the Elvis mask and some of those other masks on his backpack. Or like the zombie face in the middle there. In the bottom middle. There's a Mario mask. Yeah, you can see it in the top left. Mario mask on there too. There's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle looking mask. I want to know what those masks do, man. Let me just fade into nothing. Kind of looks like Gilbert Gottfried. Yeah, kinda. I wonder if that's how he would sound, actually. I guess I hadn't thought how this... Well, we know how he sounds based on his laugh. I don't know, it's too... Gilbert Gottfried's voice is so much more abrasive. Happy Mask Salesman's voice is more smooth, but kind of sinister, almost. Almost. Not like evil, but just a little bit of menace, you know? Just a little bit of... like, what's this guy capable of kind of energy. Oh, I like the little fairy cuddles. That's cute. He does now, though. I wish I could do a good Gilbert Gottfried impression, but I can't. So I shouldn't attempt it. I just want to hear Gilbert Gottfried say, "You've suffered a terrible fate, haven't you?" Or it appears... What's the exact quote? "It appears you've suffered a terrible fate." You fool! Oh yeah, you fool! Yeah, after all the hard work you put into it, man, you might as well, like, enjoy a carnival first, right? You worked so hard to save Termina and the whole land. You're just gonna skip town before the big party. At least, like, get some Chateau Romani and, like, vibe out with the broskies, right? Before heading out. At least. What an asshole! Yeah, I can hear it in my head. He definitely deserved... Yeah, he worked hard, man. He did so much in 3 days, man. Holy shit. This kid's a machine. Man, what a great game. This game's great. I mean, of course, anybody who's watching who's played this game before, who has seen it, is already very well aware. Oh, not that way, that way. I didn't notice that she was pointing the opposite direction in that one. But no, this game's great. It still holds up. I'm so glad that I was able to just revisit it after all these years. I've mentioned before that I've played this game once before, all the way through, 100%. Did the whole rigmarole, all the masks, all the master or the heart pieces, did everything. But it was when the game first came out, and that was, oh God, exactly 20 years ago, which is fucking wild that it's been that long. And I always wanted to come back to this game just to replay it, but it's an intimidating game though, because there's so much to do. There's a lot to remember. There's some really hard dungeons and some really tough battle sequences. It's not an easy game, and if you haven't played it for a while, it's kind of intimidating to be like, oh fuck, I want a 3D Zelda game, but do I want to like go all in on Majora's Mask? Or do I want to just stick with what's familiar to me and do Ocarina of Time, which is much more, you know, straightforward and linear, I would say, for better or for worse. So I would usually just default to Ocarina of Time, or Wind Waker, or, you know, any of the other just kind of standard Zelda games. But this one was always in the back of my head. It's like, it would be cool to play it again. So I'm glad to have experienced it again after literally multiple decades, more than one decade, which is fucking wild. Better late than never. The game holds up incredibly well, and I'm grateful for my friends Gratafi and JD, where we're able to do Majora's Mask Randomizer co-op now together. And being that I'm, again, now a little bit more experienced with this game, I'll be able to, you know, be more used to them. I'll be more able to assist, as opposed to being carried when there's a lot to the game that I've forgotten. Look at that. Romani's killing it, hell yeah. She's like, psh, ain't nothing but a thing. No time for relaxation. Yeah, he's got another world to save, or at least another world to get cursed by. Cursed into. Aw, bomb salesman and his mom. Aw, so wholesome. There's like so many happy scenes, but then there's other scenes in this game that are maybe not so happy. Even this guy's vibing out. The punk with the chickens. Hell yeah. I mean, he looks very sad. But he's happy with his chickens, and that's what matters. Cuckoos. Chickens. Chickens. Listen to you, Alex. Oh, and I missed that this particular Gorman brother is, I guess, working at the bar now? Maybe that's what's implied. Hero time in Romani? Yeah. That's a good ship. Yeah, I'm down. Hey, he's got an audience now. See, so many people are happy, right? So many people are fulfilled. We did all the side quests. We did everything we could, and then some. So success all across the board. Yeah, this place is happy. The zombie dad's all healed. His daughter's happy. And then this was the big one. This was a big one. This took, I don't know, a few hours to do, because I actually had to do this quest twice. Well, I did go through the sequence for it twice, because I failed the first time. I goofed up one of the puzzles at the end like a dingus. But then we got on the second try. What do you guys think? Do you think Cafe is normal height, like normal form, or do you think he's still child form? Because the camera almost, the position of the camera almost made it look like it was at like first person view, like we were seeing someone seeing her. Oh shit, my controller fell asleep. Because the camera kind of nodded as if the person that was, oh, sorry, I may hit the microphone there. The person who saw it was like acknowledging, like, yes, but I don't know. Also this, yeah, this, we get to see this again. Oh, it's so sad. And that's the scene we ended on, man. It's almost like the game's way of saying, like, look at all these happy things that happened, but then look at this tragedy. We want this tragedy to linger in your mind as this credit sequence rolls to its conclusion. So it's almost like the game is saying, like, you save the day, everyone wins, but sometimes people lose too. Never forget that, Alex. Never forget that. 20 years ago, Alex. I'd have been 11 years old, by the way. Holy fuck. 11 years old Alex. Seeing this game and all of its dark tragedies. There'll be links to, yeah, that's a good way to put it, honestly. We can't see, yeah, we can't see everyone. I mean, it's implied that Deku Scrub would have met his end, or her, I guess his end, before the events of this game happened, or before Link came along at least. So yeah, it's outside of our control. Bum bum bum. Aw. Very good. The end. Majora's Mask, baby. This game kicks it. This game slaps. So good, man. This game is still awesome. What an awesome game.